My
And
God,
transition.
they can hear us.
They're in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mercy Road. Oh, yeah, by the way, we're on. Everyone put your shirts back on. Hello, it's me, Saucepie. We're live with Mercy Road 4, The Wishing Crown. A game benefiting Child's Play Charity, a charity that provides toys and games to children in hospitals and domestic violence shelters. I'm joined with a bunch of friends today who are all keen on helping us, both stop the Goblin Prince, which every morning I wake up with that in mind, but also raising money for children in hospitals. Who doesn't like that? But before we start playing some D&D, why don't we do a few introductions? We'll start off with my good friend Patrick McNamara. Who are you? Where can we find you? And whomst are you playing?
Hello, I am Patrick McNamara of Dog Food Studios, your best friend and the only person who truly understands you. Today, I will be playing Amaran Sickle, Socialist Druid of the Moon.
And what does this Socialist Druid of the Moon look like?
He looks very serious at all times.
They're never happy.
And is carrying a lot of literature. He's carrying a lot of pamphlets. Because a lot of people in the Dungeons and Dragons universe don't know very much about socialism, so he's brought a lot of literature with him.
I'm interrupting you, Patrick.
Okay, good.
This is the end of our friendship. I'm speaking over you. Dr. Mondo just donated $500 legendary care packages for everybody.
Oh my God!
Now, if you're watching this for the first time, what's a legendary care package? Well,
I have no idea.
Your donations can affect this game. One of the ways it can affect the game, aside from advantages, Table of Chaos rolls, is magic items. So after everyone's done their little introduction, I'm going to need you to roll a d10. So, Mr. McNamara, as you were saying?
Yes, he's got a shock of red hair, I've decided. Tall, unassuming, lots of books. That's him. And is also, of course, carrying sickles, which are not a particularly good weapon in D&D, but it's thematic.
Okay, 1 sec. All right, and if you could roll me that D10.
D10. Yes, let's do a D10. So that's the one that only has 10 numbers on it, is my understanding.
I would hope so.
I got a 5.
I got an 8.
That's better.
David Hewlett.
I got a 6.
You wait your turn.
Oh, sorry.
Wait your turn.
I mean, I got a... Yeah.
I get it.
Got a telling off is what you got.
Yeah. You get... Okay. Amaran, you get the Robe of the Archmagi.
Love getting the Robe of the Archmagi.
And
Fancy.
David Hewlett, you get the Apparatus of Qualish.
The hell is that?
I'm as eager to find out as you are.
Apparatus of Qualish.
But as you look that up, I'm going to quickly do something and update an image because I am on top of things.
Thank you very much for whatever I've been given.
Yeah, for this match. I didn't mention this during the game during our start, but you're going to be getting many a magic item. I encourage you to use them as destructively as possible. So let me.
This thing's 500 pounds. How am I going to carry it?
That's such a sword.
Wait. Yeah, thanks for the freaking anchor.
Everyone donate better.
Donate lighter.
There's something about a gift horse in the mouth. David Hewlett, who are you? Where can we find you? What do you do? And whomst are you playing?
I am Rodneyth the Unready. I am a high elfin bard who's escaped from the hedonistic, rather sexy clan called the Twig and Berries Band, and where I am a royalty, and mainly because of my insatiable curiosity, the kind of curiosity that gets cats killed. I have gone out into the world to prove myself, not knowing anything about anything, but very, very excited about it in the process. Always smiling, always singing, and badly, I should add. And so just, up for trouble, basically. Just looking for fun in all the wrong places.
All right, cool. Next up, Merlin the Plucky, a.k.a. Candace the Magnificent. Who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, everybody.
who you playing?
My name is Candace the Magnificent, also known as that Candace Girl on Twitter. My pronouns are they, she, and I am playing Merlin the Plucky from Waterdeep Tales. I've been dying to get back with this adorable little guy. We have 3 bards at this table, so look out. At least 3, because there are other people who have not introduced themselves. So this is going to be an extra. So extra. And I'm really excited.
Cool. Now, just so I mean, I know Merlin the Plucky.
Yes.
For somebody unfamiliar with Merlin the Plucky, what does is Merlin the Plucky some sort of tabaxi?
Merlin the Plucky is a little tabaxi baby. Little gray tabaxi bard, plays on a matchbox lute, has a little thimble for like a little like helmet armor type situation. Always tries his very best and prefers to take the high road. Just the sweetest little guy that you could ever want, really. So if anybody needs a Jiminy Cricket, I'm your guy.
Cool. James R. Gurney.
Oh,
Clearly, you're the author, James R. Gurney, aren't you?
that's me.
That's
I have
him.
all of the things, just not Dinotopia. Although I could lie. Like, yeah, it was
Just
me.
say yes.
Yeah, I did
It's for the
Yeah.
children.
Chat
Speaking
GPT
of-
would say you did.
Speaking of for the children, Captain Catherine donated $40. Happy to help. Thank you, Captain Catherine.
Captain Catherine.
I will say everybody except for James R. Gurney gets advantage.
I see how this is gonna go. I am James R. Gurney. I'm a scientist in real life, I think. You might know my work from Coxlazart. I'm one of the writers for them. I'm also playing today Judas James Euserpides, the tiefling monk, who, description-wise, I think looks most like a mix between Jathan Statham and probably Vinnie Jones. And he's from this side of the town, right? So he's gonna be a bit of a geezer.
He's the entire cast of Snatch in one.
That's it. Log, stock, and 2 swing barrels and snatch. We got everything.
Awesome.
So basically, James. He looks like James.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sound.
Yeah. Yes. Sure.
And last but not least, Red Robin cosplay of Tavern to Roll.
Yes, hello. My name is Robin, and I am from To Have and To Roll. I shall be playing Annalise, the half-elf bar of lore. And she's basically just up for some shenanigans, a bit of mischief. She likes a bit of chaos, and she always tends to say yes. So she's just here for the celebrations and see what happens.
All right. Well, that's great. And y'all know who I am, so I'm just gonna skip that part. What do y'all say we play some D&D?
Woohoo! Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you want to know what number I got for legendary?
Oh,
items?
right.
No.
I forgot about that. Candace. Actually, let's start with Candace and then work our way down. Candace?
I got a 6.
A 6? Oh, no, that's the Table of Chaos. Y'all
No,
don't
no.
want...
No.
want the Table of Chaos.
It's too early in the game for that.
Or is it? You get a Well of Many Worlds.
Ooh.
James R.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, that's that. You get a Sphere of Annihilation.
Ooh. Jesus. Well, that's the end of me.
Yes.
You're just gonna get annihilated.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
we
right.
got $20 from Icewind Dave. My office has approved this donation. Annalise should be sent a magic item. The demon corgi has stopped, but it seems that the nefarious Professor Lusk is attacking Icewind Dale. Hope all is well in Marcia Bay. Hope all is well in Marcia Bay. Thank you for that, Icewind Dave. And Annalise, if you could roll me a D10.
I got a 2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You get a Horn of Valhalla, parentheses,
Ooh.
iron. Now shall we play some D&D?
Yes.
But of course.
But of yes. All right, so in Marcia Bay, a city of delight, where festivals are held from day until night, people will laugh, party, and cheer, and wait for the next festival to draw near. But in the last tale, our heroes did find the rules of dreams are poorly defined, their safety uncertain, and their fate all but unknown. a coin flip would decide where they'd be thrown. With their cunning and guile, our heroes did strive to save the mysterious benefactor and make it out alive. The heroes learn, much to their dread, that the wishing crown sat upon a goblin-y head. Now Marcia Bay is turned into a fairy tale land, with magic and curses that spin out of hand. But a witch with many a secret locked away holds the key to the next adventure at play. Welcome to Marcia Bay. This is also called the City of Festivals, a city known by every adventurer worth their salt as a hub for trade and artisans. That also seems to get almost destroyed every year for the last couple of years. We just got $25, a rare care package for Robin, if you please.
Wow.
Robin, if you could roll me a D10.
Okay. We got a 4.
All right. You got a belt of hill giant strength.
Ah, yes.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Marcia Bay is also known as the City of Festivals because every other week it has a rather large festival. Most recently there was the Pickle Parade, the Taffy Taste, and one that was rather destructive to the city's infrastructure was the Pirate Palooza. But the city was on the mend for what seemed to be a short amount of time, until rather peculiar things started happening. Crickets started giving advice to people. Little mice were seen singing and dancing with little birds. Little wooden boys were coming to life. Even for Marcia Bay, it was a little bit much. And the 5 of you find yourselves at the Cask Half Empty. It was once called the Cask Half Full until it came upon hard times. And I'm going to ask each one of you. We'll start with Amarin Sickle. Did you have a happy Pirate Palooza? And how did you find yourself in Marcia Bay?
So I had a wonderful. I'm sorry. I've already missed the name of the Palooza that I was at. But I had a wonderful time.
The fact that you had a fun time is Kay Dampier,
if you've forgotten, it's a good sign.
Kay Dampier said, "Give the kitten a toy." I think that means a uncommon magic item.
I hope it's not. I hope I'm not the kitten. I don't think I'd be comfortable with that.
If you could roll me a D10, Candace.
X card. No pet names.
No pet names. No.
I got another 6. That's so boring.
You got a drift globe.
That's too much.
Or is it not enough? Sorry, Amarin. The Pirate Palooza.
Amarin is, I love pirates, so this was an excellent choice. Amarin arrived here on a pirate ship where he was doing what he always does, which is unionizing workers. So he unionized the pirate ship that he was on. Some might call it a mutiny. But yes, and now he's in town, and he's a little bit, despite himself, he thought that when he acquired a robe of the Archmagi, that mostly the rest of the game would be people admiring his new robe.
No, they are.
And he's a little bit disappointed to see that other people also have excellent magic items around him, and
only he can have nice things.
Yeah, despite himself, he's become proud of a possession. So he has a long way to go. Yeah.
You know what? There's always room for improvement with people.
Yeah, that's true.
Such
we're
a
all
capitalist.
in process.
Yeah. Rodnianth, the Unready. How did you find yourself in Marcia Bay? And are you having a happy Pirate Palooza?
I was having a wonderful time. I was out with met a bunch of fellows, parrots, had a wonderful time until we were walking the plane together, having a wonderful, wonderful adventure. And then I got this bloody apparatus of Qualish, snapped the bloody board. I'm in the water, flapping around like some kind of a dying heron. And then I was dragged to shore only to find myself here.
All right. I'm glad you have made it to shore. You find mysteriously in your possessions, Rodnianth, something in your pocket. It is a glove. Because not only can people donate money to help our players, but after we reach a certain amount, wishes are granted. And this, in particular, it's a silken glove. It's very nice, very soft to the touch, but the inside is filled with, as you put it on your hand, if that is what you want to do.
Yeah, I do.
It feels squishy on the inside.
It's probably wet. It's probably wet. I've been in the water, you see.
No, it's creamy. It is full of ranch dressing.
Oh, dear God. Well, are there any wings in there to go with it?
No, you can't take the glove off now.
Oh, well, that's horrible.
Blame the viewers. It's their charity.
What mad soul has put ranch dressing in my glove?
This just, it seems to be getting worse and worse. But the glove, you feel like it might have an important story significance. You don't know how.
There's something important about this ranch dressing glove. I can feel it.
When you turn it inside out, you can see there's a little label on it. It's from Chekhov's tailor.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. Very good.
Also, Lucy has donated $25. Here you go, dear. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Actually do exactly what I do. Does anyone here know a Lucy? Well, Lucy.
The elusive Lucy.
Yeah, she's elusive. Oh, boo.
That's
this is what it feels like.
The ranch dressing speaking, you know.
Yeah. Merlin, how did you find yourself in Marcia Bay? And are you having a happy pirate palooza?
I came here to entertain the masses with my beautiful musics and to sing songs of love and support for all the pirates in the bay and make sure that they're trying to be kind to other pirates and cut down on pirate crime. And I'm having a wonderful time. It's very lovely. I get lots of chin scratches and belly rubs.
Yeah. You're getting a lot of attention. This doesn't seem to be cutting down on the piracy, though.
Well, I mean, I'm not here to stop people from being who they are inside. I just want them to do it in a nice way.
In fact, you think you might actually be causing piracy because you were just pushing, or somebody was just pushing along a bread cart. They saw all these pirates gathered around a kitten, and this baker was like, hey, I like kittens. Maybe I should take up a life of piracy.
I mean, I'm glad I can help.
Yes.
Follow your dreams.
Don't let your don't let your dreams be dreams.
That's all. I mean, that baker. I mean, pirates need bread. Who doesn't need bread? Especially the wet kind. Yeah. Which pirates have lots of wet bread.
They love their wet bread.
With ranch dressing.
Yeah. Apparently, the harbor of Marcia Bay is just filled with these gloves. Judas James Usurpides, how did you find yourself in Marcia Bay, and are you having a happy pirate palooza?
Well, I originally came for the garlic tasting festival. It was a little while back, and I just sort of hung around in town. And when I heard the pirates were coming in, I realized that many years ago pirates kidnapped my family. So I thought I'll just hang around and see if anyone's got any information about that, and figure out, maybe I can find out what finally happened to them. But so far, not much. I'll be honest. It's been a dry season.
I'm picturing like you stop at a dock, and as the pirates come down the gangplank, you're like,
you know anything?
My parents? I don't know.
Where's Martha?
I like that he just remembered suddenly. Oh, I remember. My parents were murdered by pirates.
Were they murdered? Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I mean, whatever.
I'm really bad at this.
What do I know? I've got my hand stuck in bloody salad dressing.
You're not finding a lot of... Okay, Judas James is a rather rough and tumble person. Is that fair to say? You're familiar with what a pirate... You're familiar with what a pirate is in, like, a book and what a pirate is in real life.
Yeah.
Like, there's much less singing and dancing. These pirates are pirouetting down the gangplank one by one, singing in unison a little sea shanty. And it's making interrogating them very difficult because they're singing together in unison.
I just can't hold the note, so to join in, to crimp with them, it'd just be impossible.
Oh, we got another donation. Ninja Nurse donated $15. Time for Patrick to bring the chaos.
Ooh.
All right, Patrick, could you roll me a D percentile?
8 percentile. I know which one that is.
What?
I've recently
A
used one.
D100.
How much more chaotic does it get?
Let's find out. So that's a D10 and a percentile, right?
Or 2 D10s, or a D10 and a D100.
I got 76.
That's my favorite number. 76. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. You turn into the Monopoly Man.
But that's so inappropriate for me.
The good news is it's only for the next 5 minutes.
Okay. So suddenly I'm filled with the spirit of unburnished capitalism.
Yeah.
That's
you,
it.
You get the monocle, you get the little top hat.
Bags
and
of money.
You're like, let's go invest in industry.
So it changes my behavior as well. It changes me mentally into the Monopoly Man, or just physically?
Both. For the next 5
so
minutes.
I immediately look at all of my socialist literature and am disgusted by it, as I am anything that indicates that people will learn. Then I throw them all down and I cast Moonbeam on them.
It just bursts into flames.
Yeah.
I was going to say, originally Monopoly was made as a satirical game.
Yeah, but I think I think the Monopoly Man has always been
it wasn't made by Mr. Monopoly.
Evil figure. Yeah, he's always represented the bad parts of Monopoly.
Or maybe Mr. Monopoly is in on it.
That's true. Perhaps Mr. Monopoly is based.
Yeah.
That's where the tax money goes.
That's right. Yeah.
Isn't that who you're buying the properties from?
Yeah.
I never thought of that. I've got a lot of Monopoly thinking to do.
All right.
It's a lot of deep lore.
As
It's a
Emeryn
racket.
has an existential crisis. Annalise, how did you get to Marcia Bay? Are you having a happy pirate palooza? And also, roll me a D10.
Well, I am having an amazing time here because you see, I accidentally might have maybe taken some things that maybe did not quite belong to me, and then I had to escape. So I find a pirate ship and I jump on, and after teaching them all how to dance and sing in unison, we arrive. And since then, we have had a wonderful time. I have had so many cool, colorful drinks. That is 8.
All right. You get... Okay, why not? A bowl of commanding water elementals.
That sounds perfect.
What's the worst that can happen?
The
It's
cool,
better than
colorful
a
drinks that got
demanding
me.
bowl of water elementals.
As you are all around the docks at this time, just milling about, you see, one by one, a brick is thrown at your feet. Just from somewhere in the crowd, just...
Thank you!
It lands, and it says, DHR Dog _Carl donated $10 to Tiltify. Thank you. I'm going to assume that is
Carl.
an advantage.
What a strange message.
That's written on the brick.
That's written,
Wonderful brick.
That's written on
Yes.
the brick, and underneath
Fine
it
craftsmanship.
is...
That's my GM.
Oh, that's your then I will say that is an advantage for you, Merlin.
Thank you.
There are instructions. It says, make your way to the cask half empty once you are done assailing pirates. And then it says period, parentheses. I should have said assailing sailors, and parentheses. XOXO, Edith Addington, Council of Mysterious Benefactors.
I see this and immediately go, excellent, a free brick. This is what I am entitled to. Well, the car's half empty. I shall empty the rest of it and then keep it for myself because I deserve every luxury.
Emeryn, you find that in your pocket is the deed to the cask half empty.
Excellent. No less than I deserve.
It seems like every few steps you take, you can stop and just purchase the property you're on.
Oh, I do so.
Yeah.
In fact, every time I stop, if I can afford the property, I buy it. Therefore, making it harder for other people to do the same.
Now,
that's my understanding of the game of Monopoly.
Of course.
I am going to ask, is this the same character? This is the same character from last year, right?
This is, yes.
Do you still
Unless
have
it
the
would be
same...
convenient for it to be their cousin, in which case they can be But yeah, it is the same hammer and sickle.
Well,
From last year.
I was just going to ask, do you have all the money and treasure from the last game?
No, I redistributed it.
Oh.
I used it. I used it to.
Of course you did.
I used it to fund unionization efforts.
I'm so
Throughout Faerun.
I'm so proud to be your friend, Patrick.
Thank you. The feelings more than mutual source.
All right, as you are going around purchasing a property, I will say that you have bought 2 luthiers, a bakery, and a tannery.
Oh, excellent! Oh,
Add that to your character sheet.
Sounds like there's some
All right. But as Amarin Sickle goes making his way down the street, Rodney, what is your immediate reaction to this messenger brick?
I'm very excited. I've been trying to get the dressing out of the glove, and it's quite tasty.
You can't even get the Rodneyth out of the glove.
No, but I've been licking around the edge.
Oh yeah,
around the edge just to get it.
There seems to be no end to it.
There really is no end to this dressing. I'm wondering if perhaps it could be used as a type of cement. We could put all of our bricks together, and we could build a little wall. Perhaps a little stove, and make wings to go with the dressing.
I mean, at the moment, you are at 1 brick.
Well, it's a start. You've got to be positive. You've got to start somewhere. It always starts with 1 brick.
1 brick at a time. I guess that's how you got to work.
Indeed.
But as you are getting the dressing out, as you are inspecting this brick, which I assume you've covered with ranch dressing,
it's a bit sticky. Yes.
Another brick is kind of tossed out.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
And you just hear from in the crowd, "No problem."
Well, that's 2. We'll have a wall in no time.
This brick.
You know it's important to build walls.
This brick just says, "We can pay you in more than bricks."
Ooh. Are we thinking food here?
Parentheses.
I'm thinking paid in food and chicken.
Parentheses currency.
Oh, currency. Oh. Is there anywhere that has a chicken currency of some sort, so roasted, maybe barbecued? Rodnith does feel a certain amount of hunger, I must say.
I will say that while they do not accept chicken as payment, you can exchange currency for chickens at the Cask Half Empty.
I think we should be heading there. I think Rodnith is marching towards the chicken.
All right, the alluring smell, the foul
with his
smell.
bricks, 1 in each pocket, a brick in each pocket. There you go.
There is just a trail of bricks and cooked chicken all the way to the Cask Half Empty.
Oh, and dragging that fricking Qualish as well, of course.
I hope you get another one.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. I'd be like the freaking shark in Jaws, with the bloody things attached. Yeah.
It is a vehicle, just to let you know.
It's a vehicle.
Yeah, it's like a submarine that can go on land.
No.
You can ride on it, yeah.
I'll ride my freaking Qualish then.
All right.
What?
What are you doing?
It's a wondrous.
I don't know what half these items do myself, so it's always fun when it's like, oh wait, I can alter reality.
It requires 1 pilot.
Yeah.
It's airtight and watertight. We should take this I should be driving this to the.
Oh, it looks like a mechanical crab.
The giant lobster.
Yeah.
That's freaking great.
Awesome, Possum.
Oh, it is. Look at that. Oh, I'm getting in that.
Oh, you are causing panic. People are like, oh yeah, no, the mechanical crabs are back, and they're clearing the streets.
This is the way to go. You want to pull up at the bar this is my beast.
Merlin.
Yeah.
As this little brick lands, I assume it's almost probably the same size as you.
I was gonna say, do I get a small brick or is it like regular size? Can I be small Merlin or do I have to be big Tabaxi Merlin?
No, you can be small Merlin.
A little Lego brick.
Yeah. Little Lego brick.
That's all I need.
With a little note, a little paper airplane flies behind it.
I open it up and it says the same message.
Yep.
Merlin's like,
but it's written in cat, so it's just meow 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 meow.
Merle looks at it and is like, do they mean regaling the pirates? Or I'm regaling, personally. And I start to like scribble it out and write regaling instead.
And another note is thrown, this time attached to a real brick. And it just kind of lands beside you. It just says, look, period.
I guess I gotta go to this place. Maybe I can fly by trade. And then I see like this gigantic Quailish, and I just hitch a ride on that. I just jump up on like one of the little legs, and just cruise.
All right,
Grab a claw, baby.
Judas James, as you are shaking down one of these pirates who's just kind of serenading you, he is hit in the head with a brick. Hard enough that it is lodged in, and he just kind of goes limp in your arms.
I kind of, Judas looks up. Did anyone see that? Just sort of drops them, picks up the brick and starts, reading. It's like, thank you.
You're welcome.
And he reads the note. Same thing.
Same thing. Though this one, the message is like cut off near the end, where it had all that parenthetical information. Just it's covered in pirate brain.
I'll start heading towards the cask house half empty.
Anonymous just donated $10. Thank you, Anonymous.
What? Madness.
So Judas James, since you were the last person to speak, you get an advantage.
Oh, lovely.
You use it wisely.
Thank you. Thank you, Anonymous.
And I gave you, Robin, your magic item, didn't I? The one from Lucy? Cool beans. As you are kind of going down the gangplank, you see a dead pirate at the very bottom of it. Or at least he appears dead. He gets up, he's like, oh god, oh, someone take me to an apothecary, and he gets hit by another brick. This one addressed to you.
Okay, everybody saw that, right? That was not me this time. I did not do anything there. I'm just going to know. I'm sorry. It probably was directed at me. I'm just going to take it from your brain. Sorry. She'll lean down. She'll pick
my
it up.
memories.
They probably weren't that good, to be fair.
I can't remember my childhood.
She'll have a little read of it. Same message.
Same message.
Well, I was going to head to some kind of establishment anyway. May as well be this one. Okay, who's coming? And she'll just start skipping along with the loot out.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Ooh, that's a nat 20 or a persuasion of 30.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
Some
bards.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the pirates do not follow you. One by one, all of the mice in the docks and all of the rats just kind of get in a single file line behind you.
Yep, this seems right. She'll just start heading there.
Yeah. As you are going through the town, Annalise, you see that people are cheerful and rosy-cheeked and laughing and singing and dancing, which is very unusual for Marcia Bay because it's usually much more panicked. As you look up, you see unicorns you see Pegasi fluttering about gracefully. You see that there's a tiny cricket in a tuxedo that just tells you to follow your dreams before hopping away.
Or getting hit by a brick.
Getting run over by a Quailish. When you wish upon a star.
It's like, oh shit, maybe it was me that got hit by the brick.
Yes.
So I previously thought that Quailish was like the language that they speak in Cornwall, England. And I imagined going to sort of an old pub that doesn't look safe for strangers, going in and saying, excuse me, my car's broken down. And them saying, we speak Quailish round here, lad.
Have you been to Wales?
And stay off the moors.
I lived there for a little while. Yeah.
Ooze just donated $20. Thank you, Ooze. He said more items. So I randomly decide, Merlin, can you roll me a D10?
Better not be a 6. 7.
All right, you get slippers of spider climbing.
Ooh.
They're tiny, little tiny slippers. I'm guessing with little spiders on them, just kind of appear in a shower of harp music and flower petals.
Ooh.
As they do.
As they do.
Yeah, I'm dazzled.
As you all arrive at the cask half empty, you can see it's filled with kind of kitschy art, folk art. There's a crocodile wearing sunglasses and a cowboy hat that's been stuffed and mounted over the fireplace. Can everyone make me a quick perception check?
Ooh.
Oh,
Is that the 20? Am I using the 20 for that?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
14.
A 4.
An 8.
Mm-hmm.
An 11.
I got 17.
Okay. Oh, and Anonymous just donated $30 via Tiltify.
What?
Thank
This
you,
anonymous guy.
Yeah, whomever they are. All right. For a rather bustling-looking bar, it does look rather unsuspecting. The bartender is somehow serving dozens of customers at the same time. As you kind of move your way through the crowd, you can see there is a woman. She's got a black eye and a recently broken nose, dark hair that's been slicked back, wearing all black. And she looks at each one of you and says, "Good, you got my messenger brick. Please sit down." "Oh, one of you is a cat?" And looks at Merlin and says, "Whatever. That means I only have to pay 4 of you, right?"
No!
Oh my god, it's a talking cat.
I will be taking everyone's shares, investing it, and then paying out to shareholders at a later date through a system of dividends.
Amarin,
If it
seemed
makes
a little
you
like a
happy, I'm
scam.
fine with it, but, I still need money. I have to buy cat food and litter.
I've completely bought into Amron Sickle's plan here. I'm all my money's in there.
I'm going to use this wealth to create jobs, and it will trickle down to the rest of you.
That's it.
As you are saying these words, Amarin, as the idea of trickle-down economics kind of escapes your mouth, you turn back into regular Amarin Sickle.
Oh dear.
Amarin immediately vomits.
It is not money. It is bearer bonds that comes out.
Oh no. I begin I redistribute all my possessions to everyone in the pub immediately.
What you got there?
I'll take it.
I got a robe of the Archmage. God, that hurt me to do.
Oh, that looks nice.
No, actually, I'm keeping that. I'm not perfect.
I'm gonna say it's a bathrobe of the Archmagi.
But so, I explain as I keep the bathrobe of the Archmagi that there's a difference between personal property and private property. Like, private property is definitely wrong, but my robe of the Archmagi is personal property, so that's fine. I get to keep it.
I think that thing quite hasn't worn off yet.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it might be the after effect.
Well, what happens to my stocks?
So I don't. Amarin Sickle doesn't even know what a stock is, but assures you that if he can find a way to redistribute it, he will.
Fantastic.
The woman at the table looks at everyone and says, "So I'm only paying 3 of you?"
You can just give my share to the people.
I'm
the people.
I'm a person. I'm also a person.
I also identify as a person.
I'm also a person.
I am a people as well.
All right, that's fine. My name is Edith Addington. I'm the head of the Council of Mysterious Benefactors.
Oh, thank you for your bricks.
Oh, thank you. We found that is the best way to get people's attention.
Or murder them.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta crack an egg if you want to make an omelet. And the omelet...
I think every time, if I'm not mistaken, every time you want to make an omelet, you have to crack an egg. Not sometimes.
Well, look, I didn't come here for pedantry.
But they're correct though. Like you do, you've got to crack them. Otherwise, it's not an omelet. Really, it's just like a boiled egg.
Yeah.
My mother used to make some lovely vegan eggs. There were no cracking involved.
See, you know what?
I wish I had a mother.
Just for that, he gets all your money.
Must be nice.
The good news is, I am incredibly wealthy.
You have an omelet.
Yes, and I now know how to make an omelet. Didn't know how to do that before. However, comma, I have a problem. That problem is, there is a little creature called the Goblin Prince that has stolen the crown, or the wishing crown. Now, normally I wouldn't be concerned, because when you deal with wishes, it's, you know, oh, I wish for power, oh no, I get hit by lightning, stuff like that. Unfortunately, the wishing crown is different in that it grants irony-free wishes. This is very dangerous in the hands of somebody like the Goblin Prince.
Powerful magic.
I don't know where the Goblin Prince is, but I know somebody who has a clue. She is a...
Good, because I don't.
she is a very powerful witch. Her name is Mavis Cinnabon. And I need you to shake her down for information.
Can we just
be in her
ask
pockets.
politely?
You can do that.
But will the information physically be in her pockets?
It very well could be. Okay, and we just unlocked a third wish. This one is just dog in parentheses. Or just dog in capital letters. So
I take offense.
Merlin, the door opens. There is a corgi. He is standing on his hind legs. He approaches you and says, "Oh, are they giving you the whole I don't have to pay you either because you're a cuddly animal deal too?"
They did, but I expressed very politely that I too am a people.
Can't they see that we can talk? You'd think that would be worth something.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, I don't just talk, I also sing and dance and play the lute quite finely.
But maybe if you played the lute, you could convince them otherwise.
Oh, do you think they'd want to hear a song?
I would assume so. That's what you do when you see a bard. You put them on the spot.
So I do have a song if you want me to play you a song.
I mean,
please do.
Yay! Okay. It's only 6 seconds, so we can't get in trouble for copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Plus,
what are they gonna do? They just shut down the story.
So Merlin like pulls out his little Matchbox lute with a flourish, and like brandishes it and jumps up on the head or shoulder of the tallest person in the room, and proceeds to caterwaul. It's Mercy Road. I'm so pumped for some shenanigans. We're playing D&D with all his awesome friends, and we're all through Mercy Road again.
And
bravo!
The little dog somehow wipes a tear away from his eye.
Bloody corgis are always so emotional.
You know what? It's just a beautiful moment.
It's because he leads with his heart and not with his wallet. Isn't that right, Aberon?
Yes. So I have questions here because you mentioned that you were very wealthy, which I consider wrong.
Yes.
So that leads me to believe that I should support the Goblin Prince. However, I also don't believe in hereditary wealth. So the title of prince that the goblin has taken
he comes from
making me a little bit uncomfortable.
Is there? Can I assuage these concerns?
I don't know. Can you?
The Council of Mysterious Benefactors is known for greatly overpaying our adventurers, mainly because of the urgency that we have in our missions. So that helps redistribute the wealth to adventurers such as yourself.
That's true. But I just can't help feeling like the Goblin Prince may have just seized the means of production.
I mean, if the production is reality-altering wishes...
Well, I mean, you could produce anything with life-altering wishes.
I know, but he's using it to turn the world... Why do you think there's a talking cat here?
I think I need to find this Goblin Prince, read his manifesto, question him on his beliefs, and then decide who gets the wishing crown after that.
Do we get the? Do we have chicken before that or after that?
You can have as much chicken as you want during it.
Oh, fantastic! That's true. Yeah. Very good. All right.
And then once I pay you, you can spend your money on whatever you want.
All right. Super chickens.
So let's say our going rate is usually 10,000 gold apiece. And
what's the urgent going rate?
That is the urgent going. We only have one gear, and it's top gear.
But so it'd be 1,250,000, given Amaron doesn't really want that money.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Sounds good
to
me.
This council of mysterious benefactors. What's the union situation there?
We are fully unionized.
Excellent. I'm on board.
Yeah. Annalise. Robin.
Annalise she's kind of watching this at the minute, but she's gonna be like, 10,000 each. I mean, like, that sounds okay. Okay, now, like, I feel like that is a very good rate to pay, but this is, a very dangerous situation, I feel. You want us to get information about something that is potentially very, very threatening to everyone here. I think you could maybe go a little deeper into those pockets.
Oh, Anonymous just donated $20 for Merlin's song.
Aww.
Thank you.
We're going to have you sing for 24 hours straight.
For the children.
Yeah. And I'm also going to turn that money into a magic item for you, Merlin. You get yourself a cloak of protection. Annalise.
I liked it, the goblin formerly known as Prince. That was a good, nice little comment there.
Rodney discovers through burning itch that night with the goblin prince gave him hitchhikers. I'm going to say that's an advantage.
I've got hitchhikers. I've got a nasty case of hitchhikers.
Yeah, now you're a pet class.
Edith leans back in her chair, Annalise, and then just gestures towards the talking corgi and says, "You can have the talking corgi, and we'll call it even."
Okay, deal.
I didn't agree to this.
That's okay. You have a great time with me. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
You're part of a transaction now. This is all very legal. Just go along with it. Like,
I mean, I'm not sure that's how it works, but okay.
Oh yeah.
And, he just kind of tries to clamber onto Judas James.
Hello.
Yeah.
Up. Scratch the little belly. Oh, we live all.
Oh, is that good, boy?
I'm not a monster.
Now, Edith Addington leans into her chair, leans forward now, and says, recently Mavis Cinnabon lost her home, so we oh, it's a good doggo. What a good dog. Oh, it's a good dog. So we have reason to suspect that the witch is at the Marcia Bay real estate office. So if you could find her and give her this suitcase full of gold, we'll buy her house, and in exchange she'll give us the information that we need.
How much would you say the suitcase full of gold is worth?
It is one suitcase worth of gold.
Approximately the value of a suitcase full of gold.
Full of gold, exactly.
Yeah.
Plus the addition of the suitcase.
Of course.
It's a very nice suitcase.
Yeah.
You have to be. It's heavy.
Toss it in the back of the Qualish.
If you look, it's even been monogrammed with the Council of Mysterious Benefactors logo. It's a little Triceratops jumping over a flaming pit on a motorcycle.
Does it have those like little wheels on the bottom, so we could take heavy things places? Because I hate having to carry.
I mean, a suitcase.
Baby,
full of
we got the
solid
Qualish. We got the Qualish.
A suitcase full of solid gold is also very heavy, so yeah, it has the wheels. Like, you drag it off, and it's.
Look, my little Corga friend. What was your name?
My name's Sir Pancakes.
Sir Pancakes.
Could
you bring the suitcase, please?
It's okay. His little corgi legs are ineffectually kind of sliding on the ground as he's trying to move this heavy suitcase.
Oh, no. Here. I go to help you, Sir Pancakes. Here, wait 1 second.
Okay.
And she takes her belt of giant strength and puts it on the corgi.
Puts it on the corgi.
And she's like, there you go. Now you can carry it much easier.
It's like Popeye style in that. I think it grants you a strength of 16.
21.
21.
Only 16 corgis.
He is the strength of 16, the approximate strength of 16 corgis.
Yeah.
With 21 strength, Sir Pancakes just kind of and throws it in the back of the Qualish.
If that was your legendary item, or was it your normal one?
I think it's a rare item.
It's a rare one.
Okay. Because the legendary one's like 29 or something strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the
Storm Giant, I think.
Storm Giant.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. You've got your suitcase full of gold. You've got your mission. Edith Addington has got her her bloomin' onions from the front desk.
Oh,
She just starts.
oh, I love those things.
Oh, no, it's much more reserved than that. And yeah.
She might want some raw. She might look
Ranch.
A bit of ranch on
Ranch,
there.
that's it,
If
guys.
only I had some ranch.
There you go. There you go.
Looks like you had that pretty handy.
Good thing we have a ranch hand.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you, everyone. That's been it from me.
That's it.
Mercy Road's
Keep on a high
Goodbye,
note.
everybody.
I've peaked.
Yeah, get out while you're right at the top.
Leave them laughing. As you all kind of pile into the Qualish, Rodney, are you taking your team out to the real estate office, or do you want to make a pit stop somewhere?
No. It's straight to the real estate office. I say there's a gold in the back. We've got to earn it.
Okay. As you are driving down, you see the real estate
I have
office.
no idea how to drive it. No, I keep taking out buildings and things. It's closed.
A little aside, this reminds me of when I was trying to learn how to drive a forklift. I kept on knocking the sides of stands at PetSmart.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
PetSmart. Pets running everywhere.
There-
Dogs, cats, just small gerbils.
Knock over the alligator cage.
That's it.
Not again.
There goes the aquarium.
As you finally make it to the real estate office, you can see there is a little pig hanging out front. He's looks at the lot of you and says, "Oh, are you here about Mavis Cinnabon? She won't leave."
Yes. Yeah, Mavis. Yeah, the witch without a house.
Yeah, sounds about right. I'm telling you, I've shown her every single house in Marsha Bay, in the legally distinct city that this is, and none of them are to her liking.
Well, they won't be now because I've. Sorry.
We'll go for it.
No, I was going to say we've just devalued an awful lot of real estate on the way here. I'm afraid.
Yeah. Well, and he looks over at the destruction you have caused, and looks back and takes a cigarette out. I'm telling you, there's only 3 houses in all of Marsha Bay she hasn't seen. She doesn't like any of them.
So she doesn't have a house because she doesn't want to have a house?
She doesn't like the house we've been showing. You want to know what happened to a house?
Yeah, she lost it. Why can't we just find that house again?
What do you mean she lost it? Did it grow legs and just walk off?
Oh, you'll never believe it. These 2 kids came over, ate her entire house.
Oh, kids.
Foundation to shingles, just gone. And
you gotta be careful with those.
They're
like carpenter bees. Once they get in, hard to get
Children.
out.
Yes, children will eat the whole place.
Yeah. You know what they say? When you see one child, there's 40 children in the walls you don't see.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
true about that.
Yeah. So they've got a child problem here, do they?
Well, no. She's got a lack of a house problem. I don't deal with... This ain't an orphanage.
I was going to say, because you can put down traps.
we have glue traps.
Yes.
He
But you
points
got to
on
make
them.
sure...
Yeah.
You
You gotta make sure when you release them, you take them a few miles away, because otherwise they'll be back before you are.
That's true.
The little pig points a cigarette at a glue trap that's by the front door, and you just see this child like, help!
I think I look at everybody and whisper, I don't think the money's gonna work. It doesn't seem like that's the problem. I don't know if we just keep it.
Yeah, we got a suitcase full of gold.
This is what I mean. This might be okay.
How many bricks do we have now? Could we build the woman something?
I mean, you could try.
You can build me a house with your bricks.
No,
I think you have enough.
You stay homeless.
Do we still have the rats following us?
Yep.
I'm not sure why that might not be useful, but I'll make a note that we still have rats.
Note to self. Note to
not
self.
look at them.
Still have rats. Very good. Thank you, James.
Just
Really on the
keeping
ball.
track.
Yeah. Rats. Got it.
Rats. That's literally what I've written down. Rats on the line.
Rats! Exclamation point.
Oh yeah. Full stop.
Well, where is this woman now?
Oh, she's in my office. I needed to go out for a cigarette, sweetheart.
Well, should we not speak to her?
Yeah,
Perhaps find out if there's some way we could help her out with this delicious house?
She's all yours. This little piggy's getting smoked.
Well, you seem very optimistic about that.
Hey,
I like that.
Do you know how many free houses or empty houses there are here in Marsha Bay?
Not a clue.
It's a lot. Nobody wants to live here. It keeps getting destroyed.
Sorry,
Well,
I keep getting just distracted by the smell of bacon.
And there's a moment's pause. And the pig there's a single tear.
I call out. Was it Mavis? Mavis?
Mavis
Mavis.
Cinnabon.
Mavis.
Yeah, she's inside. She's all yours. I'm gonna go all the way home. And the little pig just kind of clops off. Inside the real estate office, it is a lot like how you would imagine. It is, well, it is a little plastic plant in the corner. Those little gray chairs that have the yellow foam sticking out. There are various watercolors that are probably prints. But there is also a comical fairy tale style witch. Black robes, crooked black hat, large bubbling cauldron in the middle of the real estate office.
Oh, delicious.
Green skin, a little wart on the nose, and she goes, hello!
Oh, you seem like a nice person.
Yeah!
Very
Hello.
friendly.
Yes,
What's
come
up?
here.
Welcome,
Come
hello.
here. Come
Hi.
here.
What's cooking?
Oh, would you like some chocolate fondue?
Whoa!
Would say no.
Of course not.
There are various a charcuterie of various dippables.
Very posh.
It's like Dunkaroos, but for adults.
But charcuterie, I can't even say it.
Yeah.
I gotta grab a handful of that charcuterie stuff and dip it in the
Yes, eat up.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's very.
This is great. See, people just don't offer fondue enough anymore, and she'll kind of go in and start like.
I would buy a house from her.
Yeah. Well,
I would. You know, I just think that salesperson wasn't very good.
Oh,
Very
that salesperson was terrible.
Mm.
When it comes to fondue, too many people fondant.
Dun, 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 dun.
I assume that pig just showed you a house made of straw, a house made of leaves. Nothing particularly sturdy.
Yeah.
Nothing that would really withstand a slight breeze.
Yeah, that sounds about
That's
right.
true.
Wait, but you seem pretty comfortable in here. Have you thought like moving in here?
This isn't zoned for domestic living.
No, right. That's fair enough.
Fondue business and live above it if you want to. I'm sure you can get a permit.
Good point.
I prefer, doing typical witch things. Curses, poisoned apples.
Mm.
Broom riding.
Broom right, yes. Withering crops, that sort of stuff.
Mm.
I mean, who doesn't like that?
Who doesn't like a good withered crop?
A nice withered crop with that, yes.
Yeah. have you ever get into the warts business? I've heard there's good times in that.
Oh yes, turning people into toads. I love doing that.
Oh, fantastic!
Watch this, yeah, Kazam! And she turns one of the rats following Annalise into a toad.
Oh, I
Note to
love
self.
that. That is so cool. What else can you turn things into?
One less rat.
Rats, and one toad. I'm just making a note.
Actually, I can only
One
turn
toad.
things into toads. Don't tell anyone. I'm very. It's kind of a sore spot.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I can keep your secrets. Don't worry. We're very good at keeping secrets.
I would hope so. So I'm looking for a house in Marsha Bay.
Sorry, just a minute. I'm just putting about the toads on social media. Just a minute. I got social media only does toads. There you go. Done.
And she looks at her phone and just kind of sighs. I'm looking for a house in Marsha Bay, my pretties. Do you think you could help me find some real estate?
Oh, of course. What sort of things are you looking for?
Well,
colonial, open concept.
I'm looking for. I'm getting a little bit older, so something like a ranch style or a bungalow.
Yeah.
Ranch? Did you say ranch? I've got some in my palm of my hand right here.
Oh, let me take a look at that.
There you go.
And,
Is there anything you could?
Well, I can read your future, and well, do you have very many loved ones?
I'm open to all sorts of love, really.
Well, you know what? No, this won't be a problem for anyone who's led a rich, fulfilling life. No, that's funny, but the wrong kind of ranch.
Oh dear. Okay.
I'm looking for a single-story home, just because of my old hip acts up. whenever I take
Bungalow.
stairs. Yes. You don't have a glove full of those, do you?
Do you?
Not on me.
Do
No.
you? Do you?
No. No, quite. Let me just check. No, we're rats and a toad. I'm afraid that's all we've got.
Oh,
Sure, we could find you a bungalow. I mean, like, it can't be that difficult. Or we just find a house that you kind of like and we just knock the top off. That'd work, right?
there you go.
We can
Good.
make you a house. We can commission pirates to make you a house of salt water taffy, since it seems like there's plenty of that to go around, and that's both delicious and sturdy.
And the children get stuck to it.
Yes, so you know when someone's trying to burgle you with their teeth.
Exactly.
They could, like, strengthen it over time.
It
Multiple
builds up
layers.
like a tough skin, you know.
Well,
The children are great for insulation.
I was told that there are only 3 houses left that I haven't already seen. One is 371 Peanut Way, 922 Pickle Pie Avenue, and 344 Conclusion Road.
I feel we should start with Conclusion Road.
It seems like it. Like, that's the start.
It is just round the corner.
yeah, the closest one to us.
Yes, but no one knows where it starts. Mavis Cinnabon just kind of shrugs her shoulders. That's what. Look, we can take them in any order you want.
Yeah, conclusion first, definitely. I think
Absolutely.
I think that's unanimous. Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Yes.
You always start with the end.
yeah.
That's how I read books.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna read the whole book not knowing what happens. No,
Yeah.
you need to read the end first.
Yeah.
You know.
Work your way back.
Exactly. Otherwise, you waste all your time if you don't know what's going
Exactly.
to happen. You might
Exactly.
not like the ending. So, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want to take the Qualish, or are we gonna broom it?
I'm just gonna tangent for a sec. I can't remember what show it was, but I remember I watched it. By accident, I started with the 3rd episode, and the whole time I'm just like, wow, it's like this non-linear storytelling, brilliant. And then it took
I
about
did
20
that
minutes where I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
I started the show Girls with season 2 and didn't realize, and I thought it just really hit the ground running.
Yeah,
Wow, they are right into this.
they knew what they were doing. They didn't waste any time.
Yeah.
Mavis Cinnabon said, well, I'm fine going to any of them. You know what, let's take the you know what? And she whistles, and a series of brooms and mops come out of the cupboard. A broom, a mop,
Quidditch time.
a vacuum cleaner, a Swiffer, if those are still things, and
Nice.
a little the brush from a dust tray for Merlin.
Fantastic.
And she's like, "Well, come on, let's ride." And she gets on her own, and
Okay.
she jets off.
Pop on the Swiffer, give it a little squirt, and off I go.
Yeah, you leave a trail of cleanliness behind you.
Yes, a scent of natural forest.
Natural scent.
Yeah, natural scent.
As
And I so grab one of them and like prestidigitation as she heads off the ground to kind of make it look like there's lovely purple glitter following the path.
Judas James, what does your takeoff look like?
I'd jump on the vacuum cleaner, I reckon. Like,
All right.
try and rev it up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I just go through the wall.
You leave behind a trail of dust. That is what you are propelling.
Like Pigsty, what's his name from Peanuts?
Pigpen.
Pigpen.
Yeah.
Amarin. What does Amarin's takeoff look like?
I take off, but I do it in like a socialist way.
Okay, so I'm just picturing like a men's choir. It's,
Yeah.
Like singing the Russian national anthem.
I do like a funny bit.
Oh yeah, no.
as I fly away, and everyone goes, "That's Amarin Sickle."
Yeah.
That is a character moment from Amarin Sickle.
Everyone remember this moment where Amarin Sickle just stole the show.
The socialist takeoff.
Yeah.
I love it.
What does Merlin's launch look like?
I look at the dustpan and then like back at Mavis.
Oh,
I
Mavis
go,
is in the
is there a familiar I can speak with about my accommodations? All right. And I get into the little dish if no one comes.
You just put yourself in the dish on the dish. It's
I
not even
wrap my
like you
tail
have any.
around.
It's not even like you have any agency, and you're being flown.
Yeah, I think when I catch up to everybody, you guys just see a cat like clinging on for dear life, holding its little fancy puff hat with a big feather in it. Like it's the gray fur is really puffy, and they just look miserable. Their eyes are gigantic.
Hairballs
super
just
upset.
flying behind you.
Yeah, tons of that.
You land dramatically, each one of you, as you're brought to the ground about a foot off the ground, and your various flying instruments just kind of dump you off and fly away.
I think my Swiffer does a little cleanup first.
Oh yeah,
then,
no, it looks great now.
Yeah.
And you see along this on 344 Conclusion Avenue, there is a sign that says "House for Sale," and in front of it, or rather, beyond the sign, you see there is this large pile of playing cards that have been propped up until it forms a complete building. There are probably approximately countless cards making up the entire structure of this building.
And
And
so, Mavis, what do you think?
oh, it doesn't look very sturdy.
Yeah, it
but
has
think
good
of it-
curb appeal. Like this is
It's
if you're gonna run a gambler's racket, is a sort of your game, like getting gamblers instead of kids. I know you had trouble with kids, but
somebody say game, and this guy just kind of peeks out and it's wearing. Oh, we just got a donation. Sir Pancakes just donated $30. More chaos.
Woo!
Thank you, Sir Pancakes. The giant corgi behind me. Let's see. Okay. David
Chaos.
and Annalise, can you both roll me a D percentile?
Okay, so I'll do this twice then. Let me see. Is that the one? 8, 9. I gotta find the one with the 10. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. 40. 40.
Okay.
Well, that's would the zeros, would that make it a 10, or is it? It's how does that work? If I've rolled the my percentage die,
it would be 40 in that case.
40. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm worried that. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I interrupted. I was saying that I was worried that the house was looking unsturdy. So I'm trying to prove its sturdiness. I want to. I'm going to conjure a plesiosaur.
Good thinking.
About 20 feet above the house.
Perfect.
And then to further shore up the credentials, I'm going to then cast Create Water
A
But
great
I'm-
watery plesiosaur. Good, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what you want, right? I'm going to cast that as a second level spell for 10 additional gallons of water. So that's 20 gallons of clean water surrounding the plesiosaur up top of the House of Cards.
Oh,
Are plesiosaurs the most socialist of all the giant lizards around?
Pretty
the
much.
Jurassic
They are, yes.
that's
They were.
what.
Yeah, I'm-
Rodnianth, with a 40, your hair catches on fire. It doesn't seem to be hurting you though. It's just any head hair, beard hair, ear hair, nose hair, just flames. As
Now
the
what?
plesiosaur kind of crashes into this house of cards, it collapses immediately, followed by a little bit of water that just kind of splashes down onto it.
What? Yeah. I mean, 20 gallons of water specifically.
I mean, 20 gallons of water onto land.
Yeah, it's so I explained to everyone. Now listen.
It's this plesiosaur.
I thought that when I did that, a different thing would happen. Here was how I envisaged it.
Yeah.
I thought that when I would summon the plesiosaur and the water mainly for the plesiosaur's benefit, and that it would hit the House of Cards and the House of Cards would be fine, and everyone would say, well, if it can handle a plesiosaur and 20 gallons of water, what can't it handle? Now, as it turns out, what happened was that the House of Cards collapsed, but I don't think it's a good time to apportion blame for that. I think it's just good that we found out.
It's a home inspection.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. If you
Valid
can't
home
handle,
inspection.
If you can't handle a plesiosaur, what can you handle?
I mean,
Really?
if I'm being honest, I think it was the 75 liters of water that probably brought it down.
Well, I mean, either
The
way,
plesiosaur was just a little extra.
I mean, we can't. It's not good when thinking about the reliability of a house. Like, it's going to be fine as long as no water falls from the sky,
Or a plesiosaur. Yeah.
or a plesiosaur for that matter.
I'm actually in the plesiosaur belt of Canada, so we get them more often than other people.
Oh yeah, I can.
All the time.
All the
Yeah.
Merlin, could you roll me that D percentile?
Now, if it had been a Leopleurodon, I could see that bringing down a house.
A magical one?
I am James Gurney, yeah.
30.
I do know.
Yeah, you wrote Dinotopia.
I am James Kearney. I know all about dinosaurs, in fact.
Just-
I am James Gurney now.
I
He's
think
taking it
Amaron
on.
feels like super sharp claws in your shoulder there.
Okay.
It is a small cat that is very concerned about this water situation.
Amaranth, with a 30, is that what you rolled? Sorry. Merlin the Plucky just collapses on the ground in front of you, dead. Merlin the Plucky, the
What?
real one, you have turned invisible for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, that's cruel.
I
We
have
wouldn't.
seen
We didn't
invisibility
really
as
notice
a
anyway. She's so
spell.
bloody small.
That's one of the most
Did that cat
terrifying.
just die?
Was that part
Was
of
it-
the water thing? Like, is that was that the plan?
Yes. Yes.
There
Yes,
is a little
yes,
dead cat wearing a little hat and a little coat.
This is
Oh.
probably the darkest wild surge effect I've ever heard of.
Wow.
I want to say that. And also, I want to establish right now that I'm stealing it. It's going to happen in one of my games, and people are going to go, Patrick, that's a great idea. Where'd you come up with that? And I'm going to say, I don't know. They just come to me.
These ideas, like, pluck them out of the air.
Yeah.
I would like
Uh,
to use my message cantrip.
Yeah.
I point my little cat finger. I think at Rodnieth.
Mm.
And you hear in your voice, "Don't worry, that's an imposter. Everything's fine. I'll be back soon, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna climb up here on you, and you let everyone know that I'm here, please."
Everybody, do you hear that? I'm hearing
Plesiosaur?
I'm hearing a voice. I think it must be the plesiosaur telling me that it's all right.
Oh, that's really good. I was worried about it for a while.
The
I was-
plesiosaur
I
is
was
thrashing
terribly
about.
It's either the plesiosaur or it's Merlin. It's one of the two.
I'm like
I'm-
kneading your shoulder.
Yeah, sir, just a second. I'm just trying to talk about this plesiosaur. I think it could be the plesiosaur. Although, would you stop with I'm highly
I'm trying
allergic
to get comfortable.
Okay, well, look, if you could just, I think it might be Merlin. Merlin is trying to communicate with me, and the sense I'm getting is that she's all right.
Well, that's really good.
As
what
much
about the fact you're on
dead, but all right.
fire?
Yeah, no, Amelita's right. Like, I'd love to take this as red, but you also are on fire right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on fire?
Your hair is on fire, yes.
That was me on fire? I thought that was Amaron Sickle on fire.
No, it was you.
Oh, dear.
No,
Oh,
you're
for
very,
God's
very
sake.
flammable.
Oh my God, you poor cat. Somebody get Merlin off me.
I'm
Merlin's on
invisible,
fire.
so I'm fine, right?
Oh, invisible Merlin.
Yeah.
What? Rodney's just having a bad day.
You must have thought I was displaying admirable sang-froid.
You were
To
being
have
so
my hair
calm
on
about it. I was
fire.
like, yeah, you were like,
Like, don't worry, I'll just do a little bit while my hair is on fire. No,
I didn't realize it was Rodney's hair was up. How did I get sucked into this?
To the rest of us,
You rolled the
to the
table.
rest of us.
How do I look though? Does it make me look young? Is it slimming? It's the
Like
slimming
Ghost
fire.
Rider.
It's a look. It's something unique and interesting. I would say
Exactly.
yes.
I'll be honest, the fire starts a fair bit further back than you probably want.
There you go. My little island of lost hope fire at the front.
This bit's fine. Back here.
Yeah. Not
You
so
hear a
much.
little voice. I think that you look perfectly handsome just the way you are.
Oh, thank you, dead Merlin.
Thank you, Ghost of Merlin.
Thank you, Ghost of Merlin, currently clawing my shoulder. I think we have to find this woman a house and stop this madness.
Okay. So let's look at the two other houses. I'm sure one of them will be perfect in a totally normal house.
Yeah,
I
Well,
really
we
thought
can make-
Conclusion Avenue was going to be it. That seemed
Yeah.
like it had "This is the house" written all over it.
It was.
You know,
Can
maybe
we
it
carve
was
a little
until you
bungalow?
destroyed it.
We could carve a little bungalow out of the plesiosaur.
Well,
The
I mean,
plesiosaur
yeah,
is still
ma-
That's very sturdy.
Mavis, you could always make an offer. You know, it's not ideal, but it's a good part
Yeah.
of town.
Yes, you're gonna get a
Right.
deal. You're gonna get a deal on this one.
It's really the location you're getting here, not the
Well-
house. So this is a good location.
Well, normally I would be open to such ideas. Unfortunately, there's a foot of
Location.
water here, and that causes me to melt. So, let's...
Oh,
She is currently, like, on her broom, clutching it for dear life.
well, I can dry
I
you
go
off with
over
my
there.
hair.
Your hair is very cool.
I can dry you off with it.
Merlin, you reappear on Rodney's shoulder.
Ah!
Oh, the second I reappear, I jump off onto the broom because now there's fire near me and I hate that.
Yeah.
All the
Does
other...
anyone smell
you probably
burning ranch
smell
dressing?
something delicious and it's my tail.
Aw.
Mm.
You're...
Does the dead body stay there?
You know what? I am going to say yes.
Okay, this is just terrifying.
Yeah,
Like-
Merlin doesn't like that. He's like perched on the witch's broom, just staring at it, faced with his own mortality.
And then as you're staring at it, it just looks at you back.
No.
No.
Oh, sorry, you've got 9 more.
You can see Mavis Cinnabon is already riding her broom down the road. Goodbye!
Every time you say her name, I've got that beautiful Cinnabon, the lovely sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Making me hungry. I
Makes
wish
me
it
want to go
would.
to an
Yeah.
airport.
Doesn't it? Yeah. I gotta eat at an airport now.
Just get me out of here. Mercy Road's canceled.
We're going for Cinnabons.
Sponsored by Cinnamon.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Can
they
I
want.
make small talk with her? on the broom?
You're oh yeah, sure. She
Like,
loves cats. She can give me
I'm
little scritches.
clutching. Yeah, I'm clutching like the back of the broom and sort of shouting up at her. So, what is it that you're looking for in a home? How can we make your dreams come true?
Well, honestly, as long as it's not made of something stupid, it should be all right.
You mean like candy and cookies? That's pretty stupid.
Well,
You would never do that.
look. It was close to the hospital, close to the schools. Do you know how hard it is to find a 3-bedroom house?
I
Why
mean,
is
it
it-
sounds
well-
like you were looking for a house that had lots of children near it if you wanted hospitals and schools.
No, that's
You
look,
pay more. Your tax bracket is way worse when you're near those things as well. You could save yourself some money. if you just move out on the outskirts of town.
Why do you think I moved into the city? I wanted
Who
to.
knew Merlin was such a good real estate agent?
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from my friends and from being around like different areas and traveling as a musician and a bard. And I think that, you know, anywhere can be home if you try hard enough.
And there's a little tear that rolls down her cheek.
Single tear.
Single tear. It's
Burning away.
Yeah.
A burning single tear.
Just making her cry more.
I'm sorry, I have that effect on people.
The broom is going out of the sky now. As you all crash land, you are outside of the next house on 922 Pickle Pie Avenue.
Oh, Pickle Pie.
Mavis looks at the house, then looks at you, and she's like, I'm going to need a moment of reflection. Pardon me. And she potters off, and when you look over, you see this house is made entirely of mirrors.
I just muted myself. Can I have brought the plesiosaur with me?
No. You could be trying to.
Okay, give me a second then. I'm gonna have to figure out how many more plesiosaurs I can get.
How many it's actually in the rules. It's one plesiosaur a game.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use conjure animals
Mm-hmm.
about 20 foot above the House of Mirrors.
Oh God,
Yeah.
another fuck.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna conjure a plesiosaur.
Oh, what about water?
I don't have any uses left
Oh,
of,
no.
of conjure water. So
There's
actually,
one
no, I guess I
thirsty.
could. I'd have to cast it as I could cast it as a second level spell. Okay, so I also cast another, that should be about 20 gallons of water to accompany the plesiosaur to stress test the House of Mirrors.
All right.
This is why houses are so expensive in the UK. I'm just going to lay that out there.
It absolutely
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Freaking
There's a lot of
plesiosaurs
plesiosaurs.
constantly.
As
Yeah.
the plesiosaur tumbles from the sky,
Oh God, this is gonna be messy.
it hits the House of Mirrors and
Ah.
is promptly bisected.
Oh,
Was it able to look down into the mirrors and see its own face
It saw its own.
to see what doom looks like?
Yeah, apparently it looks like a plesiosaur as it just kind of.
That's
Oh, but the house stays.
That's just universal as well. That's like, it's just lucky
Yeah.
it was a plesiosaur. Everyone when they're dying, they see a plesiosaur. That's what
Plesiosaur,
death looks
yeah.
like.
It's like
That's
that
it.
film, like
With
before
the
you
smell
die,
of-
you see the plesiosaur.
yeah, with the
Before you
smell
die.
of burnt toast.
It was a good film.
yeah.
So I'll say to Mavis, so can you see yourself living here?
Not anymore.
Pass the plesiosaur test.
It's covered in plesiosaur.
I
Yeah,
think
but,
I washed
mean,
that right off.
Did the water
Wonderful
wash
insulator.
any of the plesiosaur off the
I'll
House
do
of
I'll do
Mirrors?
prestidigitation. What is it like? I don't have prestidigitation. I've got. I don't have it.
I could help with that. We could
Like-
prestidigitate it off. Just little bit at a time. It'll be done in no time.
One by one, people begin to exit the House of Mirrors.
Covered in plesiosaur blood.
Emmer and Sickle, you notice this first because of your keen eye dedicated to detecting the wealthy. But you are shocked to see it is yourself, dressed in a little tuxedo, a top hat, a monocle,
Oh dear God.
twirling around a pocket watch. Merlin, beside them, is a little puppy who is smashing loots. Judas James, there is a very polite-looking, non-ruffian type.
I got the easiest.
Rodney, there's somebody who looks very prepared. Like he
Very
just
steady.
He just
Very steady on him.
he
Yeah.
he has like the Boy Scout. He's a Boy Scout, so he's.
Yeah, they're ready. Quite ready.
At Annalise, there is somebody who's just it looks like Annalise, but if Annalise was a heavy chain smoker.
Oh no. No.
Yes, it's how it is.
Do they all have evil goatees?
They all have evil goatees.
Mm.
Yeah, it's required.
I cast Moonbeam.
Except mine. Mine doesn't have one.
Yours just has mutton
Mine-
chops.
Mine doesn't have one. Yeah, it's just
All right, he casts Sunbeam on you.
Oh fuck! That's the opposite of Moonbeam.
They hit Dragon Ball Z style in the middle. And you can see that not only are they coming out of the house, but they are like mirroring your every motion.
I wish they wouldn't.
Can we ask them to stop?
Yeah, sure, they stop.
Yeah, stop.
Oh, they stop.
Thank goodness.
Oh, that's
Problem solved. Next house.
What are you doing
Oh, yeah,
outside
let's go
of
to the
the
next
house?
house.
We're living here.
But I thought this was for sale.
And he pushes over the sign. Says, yes, and I bought it in cash.
Ah.
How many suitcases could you buy with that cash?
Oh, I mean, it depends on the exchange rate. If it's, and evil Judas James says, you know, it's not polite to steal other people's houses.
Well, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
You're all mirror versions of us. Were you doing this bit before we got here?
No, we were taking money. We were taking houses from witches.
Oh.
That does make more sense.
What if we're the mirror versions?
More sense.
What if we are the
bad
mirror
guys?
versions? Yeah, we could be the mirror versions of them.
Rodnith is just too busy going.
Yeah, Merlin has handed the puppy a lute. I mean, like a little
smashes it.
like penny whistle
Oh yeah,
to
no,
place
and
and
breaks
not
it over
smash.
his little puppy knee.
No, you don't like any music at all.
I hate music.
What about poems?
I'm not a big fan of poems either.
I don't even
Bad
know
vibes.
you already moved.
This is a bad house. Yeah.
So I
Wait,
turn to the witch and I say, "Listen, this place is sold, and it seems like there's definitely a bit going on here. So there would be, I suspect, if you had moved in here, then there would have been some like reverse witch who like has a house made of double candy, something like that.
Not to mention the
so-
cleaning bills.
Yeah,
Trying to get the
like,
streaks out of that. Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah.
the plesiosaur out of the gutters.
Yeah,
You'd be.
it's been pretty badly plesiosaur. Do you want to call this one? And
Yeah, I think this
House
one
of
is a
Mirrors.
wash.
Yeah, I mean it needs a wash.
Yeah. Yeah. Lucky there's all those squeegee kids downtown. They could come up and.
Evil Annalise approaches you and says, what are you doing after this? Do you want to go to show?
I mean, what are you doing after
Go.
this?
You know, like a soul sounds pretty good actually.
And they laugh and
Oh,
flick
how they
cigarette.
laughed.
Oh, how they laughed.
Oh, how they laughed and
Laughter was
laughed.
had as they flick
Oh,
cigarette ash at you.
Such laughter.
Rodney the Prepared is also doing.
We are having so much fun together. It's my brother.
I hand my mirror version, my manifesto,
Mhm.
and he hands me back a copy of Atlas Shrugged,
Yeah. It's
and I cast Moonbeam on it. So that's as a second level spell. So that's my third slot.
okay.
Just a lot of book burning going on. A lot of book burning.
You got to be assertive with these things, you know.
My. Look at this communist trash, and he's just tearing pages out.
Well, don't do that. You know what? Turnabout is fair play. I destroyed your book. You've got me there. That was fair.
No, you. If you really want my book, I've decided that rich Amaranth Sickle speaks like this. You want this, and he hands you a book. And it just says "The Art of the Deal" by Donald Flumph. There's a little Flumph figure in the front of it.
Flump. Look out for the
Burns
flump.
my skin as I touch it.
Mm-hmm. It does. It actually does.
Here, hand it to me. I'll just hold it over my hair for a little while.
You know, he was actually recently
let's do that.
indicted for tithing finance fraud.
Oh goodness.
You take 1 point of acid damage from touching that book.
Oh,
Was it? Oh, wasn't that thing with Storm Elemental Daniels?
So- Storm Giant Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh dear. How we
Hey, we have fun.
Welcome to Mercy Road, everybody.
It all makes sense.
It's for kids charity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, it is for kids charity. We've got them stuck to flypaper and like
That's
They'll
fine.
be all right. They're safer like that.
They're
That's
not
Letting
fine.
witches
Right.
eat them.
as you kind of follow Mavis, she kind of
next house.
Yeah, next
That
house.
makes sense.
Unless you want to have a dramatic fight with your own doubles.
Oh no, they
I'm
wouldn't
not
stand a
speaking
chance.
to
It'd be
mine.
unfair.
I already am. Dance battle.
I would, but I used up all my spell slots on bits.
Was it worth it?
Yes.
Okay. And she jumps onto her broom and Jetson style. Jetson car flies away. Disadvantage for Patrick. He knows why. Courtesy of John Coffee Robot.
What? He knows why.
So I have a question. I already had inspiration. Does that cancel my existing inspiration out?
I mean, if
Or
you
do I
want to,
now have
you don't have to use it on your next roll. Your advantage,
Mm-hmm.
but your disadvantage does count on your next roll.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Yep.
Thanks, Coffee Robot.
And sorry, we've got rats and one toad, right?
Rats and
Exactly
one
one toad.
Got it. All right. Yeah.
You
Did
have
they-
Underlining toad.
Were there mirror rats? Did they come out?
Ooh.
yes, but they are reverse rats.
Yeah.
Ooh. But first.
Yeah.
Not pretty.
No. As you take to the sky dramatically and fly to the last location, 371 Peanut Way, you see a rather... it's not that fancy of a house, but it's one story, which is what Mavis was looking for. It's made of a grayish metal. It's very boxy. It's very drab. This might appeal to Amber and Sickle. It's very brutalist. As she kind of comes to a stop, Mavis takes her little curly shoe and kicks the side of the building. And she says, "Yep, this is the depleted uranium house."
Would you like us to do the plesior test again, or?
Oh, I mean, if you have any plesiosaur around.
No, we're out. We're out.
No, we're
sorry,
all out of please.
Add a police station.
Fresh out
Darn.
of plesiosaurs.
Mm.
So
Darn.
let me walk through
sorely
the
needed.
property. So depleted uranium's pretty safe, given everything we have in this universe. It's got a fairly long half-life. Will keep you warm at night. Reduce
Generate
the
some
heat.
nice warts.
Yeah.
It's depleted. How bad can it be?
Yeah, yes. What's the worst that could happen? She says as she's kicking the side of the depleted uranium bunker. If anything, this should at least keep me very safe from all those people who are trying to kill me.
Definitely.
Not a lot of
definitely.
kids will be licking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's not very long anyway.
I sat there and I thought, should I say that?
And
Consider giving to Child's Play charity, folks.
yeah.
Yeah.
the
Well,
We laugh because we care.
remember, if you donate, you can stop this.
you can stop. You can stop people like us. Yeah.
This is, yeah. We're just gathering evidence. As you kind of mill about, she kind of wrinkles her nose, kicks it one more time, and says, "Well, I don't know. Maybe should we look inside? That's typically what people do when they go house shopping."
I don't see why.
Just after the plesiosaur.
Yeah, that's the big two.
The big two plesiosaur and then inside. That's it.
Well,
I mean, if you think-
when they do the building inspection, they'll drop another plesiosaur, so we don't have to do that today.
Right.
I mean, I would say like most people aren't happy with where they live. And most people, when they go and look at places, they look in the inside and the outside. So why duplicate what they're doing? Just take a look at it from the outside. We've established it's made of uranium. I suspect that it could have taken a plesiosaur from a fair old height. I mean, we could look inside, but is that not cowardice of a kind?
Why does she need all of us to look inside? It's a deeply personal experience to meet your house like your forever home.
Okay, fine. I don't need you to escort me everywhere. And she falls over, picks herself up, goes into the room, or goes into the building. After a few minutes...
Staggers into a broom before staggering into a building.
Yeah, just, it's rake after rake.
Yeah, like steps on it like Sideshow Bob.
Yeah. After a few minutes, she comes out and says, well, I don't like this house one bit.
What's the problem?
There's no bit inside of it. It's just a house.
There's no what?
There's no bit. It's just a house.
I thought you wanted to get away from the crazy stuff. I thought you wanted just a normal house. I mean, let's be honest. It is made of uranium. That's kind of a bit.
You can add your own bit.
It is.
Maybe we could come up with a bit.
Yes, we could add something for you. We've got how many rats here? We've got a toad.
Mutant rats and a toad? Come on.
Oh, that sounds like the best bit.
That's true. If you invite people over for tea, technically you can turn them into like three-eyed something, and that's one more thing you can transform.
It's true.
Well, all right. I will work on a spell to make one of these, let's say that one toad you have, into something monstrous. You all just...
You're going to try it in the house, though, probably, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Maximize the radiation.
What's the worst that could happen? And she takes the toad. She walks inside the house. And...
How do I feel like we're about to find out?
So do we have gotten information from her before she went in?
It takes a while before anything really noticeable happens. You can see from the few little slots there are as windows. Some light is kind of like shining.
The bunker doors.
Yeah, you can see light coming from between it just every now and then. And as this is happening, the little pig returns.
Bacon.
I just came back from the market. And just lights up another cigarette. And says, there's one last house on the market. It's at 567 Actual Conclusion Lane.
I don't know. I don't like the sound of that. It sounds unfinished somehow.
No, I'm telling you, this is surely where your adventure will end.
Isn't that the same road that Chekhov's tale is on?
That's it is. It just came on the market. It's super hot, and I think it's priced right now at exactly 1 suitcase worth of gold.
What? What a bizarrely fantastic coincidence.
That's exactly what we have.
Are we sure we don't want to try to make this uranium house work?
It is when you say that, Rodneyth, that there is a loud bang, and the house, almost like all the dust is just kind of pushed out of the house.
I check for plesiosaurs.
The walls kind of buckle. There are no plesiosaur to be seen. But you do hear the occasional croak. And Mavis Cinnabon comes running out and says, nope, definitely not this house.
Okay.
You wanted a bit inside, now you got a lot inside.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a bit in there.
It's a toady bit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go and check out this bit.
All right.
Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure she's being reasonable. Let me check out this bit.
Good
Don't
luck.
forget your radiation suit.
Okay.
Best of luck.
Well, so what animal is most resistant? So I'm going to turn into a cockroach. Which I don't think cockroaches actually have any resistance to radiation, but in pop culture they certainly do.
Yeah.
So I turn into a pop culture cockroach.
Oh yeah, no, it's
So
wearing a
that
Rick
I'll
and Morty
survive.
t-shirt.
Yeah. Sorry, you got me. So I turn into a pop culture cockroach and I scurry over to check out the bit.
Okay, inside is a rapidly growing toad monster.
Okay.
Its back is covered in sharp spines, its mouth is full of teeth, and when it sees a delicious a cockroach wearing a t-shirt that says "Get Swifty," it's going to shoot out its tongue at you.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay.
And that was his last words.
What is your armor class?
As a
So
cockroach.
my armor class is as a cockroach.
Mhm.
Not great. Whatever, it hits.
Well, I was gonna say-
Like my
The cockroaches have they got a good armor coating to themselves.
yeah. I've
This isn't
got,
like they're dexterous.
so Amaran's is 16.
Yeah, okay. This was a 15.
Okay.
This isn't me just being generous.
Good thing I got that robe of the Archmagi, because that's what got me the extra 1 armor class.
Oh.
Although, good luck wearing that as a cockroach.
It's just the cockroach is dragging it behind it.
It's just, yeah. It's just, you
point.
just see the robe moving around.
Don't snitch on me to the DM.
Oh, sorry. I was doing a gurney. I apologize.
It's the robe of the Archmagi. Surely it would shrink to fit.
Yeah,
course.
I mean,
Archmages are always turned into cockroaches.
You wouldn't
was
be
the
much of an
point,
Archmagi.
Yeah.
The tongue just sails over your head by an inch. And it goes, ribbit. And if any of you have speak with animal, it just says, well, that looks like a tasty looking cockroach.
Okay, I turn back into Amaran, and I go, what the fuck?
Okay, that's a
What
19.
the fudge? Okay.
Oh yeah, you can swear, go nuts.
Okay.
The rules are you can use any curse word that is appropriate. If
Okay.
you're from the UK or Australia, you know which one isn't appropriate.
Don't.
Oh
use
yeah,
them.
it's good. Yeah, that makes sense.
You are stuck with this tongue after turning back into a Patrick or into an Amaran sickle. The tongue just kind of right onto your chest, and
Yeah.
Re-waxing.
you are
Yeah.
brought into this giant toad monster's mouth. And it's just
Okay.
Oh, you
so
okay
I-
there, Amron?
Okay, I try and shout out of its mouth. Yeah, it's eating me. That's the bit. The bit is I get eaten.
And that's the last we
It's
see
the-
of Amaran
It's
Sickle.
the perfect house.
He's dead.
Should we?
Because I am an animal, can I speak with animals?
You know what? I think that's in the rules.
I peek my head in and I go, "Excuse me, can you let go of our friend? We have another showing."
But he's so delicious.
He
I
tastes like the
agree.
common man, though. It's not.
He's got a lot of bones.
And the toad says, "Now that I'm giant, I don't seem to mind."
All
How
right.
big is a giant toad?
Oh, about the size of a Dodge Ram.
About the size of a Dodge Ram. So like,
Yeah, it's not
so
that big.
like theoretically, if someone turned into like a bear
Yeah.
Mm.
while inside a toad,
Mhm.
would that be big enough to disrupt the toad's
Aw.
day in any
Tear
way?
him to shreds.
Let's find out.
I mean,
I think so.
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, I turn into a. You know what? I turn into a plesiosaur.
Nice.
You did have another plesiosaur.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, because the building has kind of ballooned out, it does give you room to expand fully into a plesiosaur. For all the toad lovers in chat,
We apologize.
we apologize. This thing explodes.
He was a bad guy.
Yeah, it was a bad toad. That toad had bad vibes.
Yeah.
F in chat for the toad.
Let me just gonna scratch out Toad. We've got just rats now.
Wow.
Just rats. Rats now. Yeah.
Damn it, that was our only toad.
Only Toad we had.
Do you need more toads?
Oh no. She's back again.
I've got my wand of toad making.
Oh, don't no.
Yeah, see,
No.
toad. Pew.
Mm.
Ah.
Not the best
No.
power, really, is it?
Look, I don't go making fun of your spells.
You just turned Amaran into a toad.
I can turn them back. She gets out her wand of
It's a
Amaran making.
plesiosaur.
For untoading.
Ah. Okay. Well, for one, I think that making people into toads is a tool of the bourgeois. And secondly, I don't think that should count as a use of wild shape.
Yeah, no. What are the odds you guys would get in a fight? Mavis Cinnabon says, I was speaking, if you're done being eaten, we have this very last house on actual.
There is a
Cthulhu.
house to look at.
Yeah.
It's true. I think it's time to hop on our Swiffers and head that way.
Since now
I
we're all
say-
real estate and agents apparently.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we're. Do we get a certificate or something? I am now a certified real estate agent.
you get a
Like
blazer.
a cute little jacket or something.
Yeah.
A blazer. Oh, nice.
Laser?
Yeah.
Yes.
Blazers.
Well,
all
I'm already
around.
blazing, so why not?
Yeah. I see what you did there. As you hop onto your wet jets,
James can't even look at me.
Judas James hops onto his Roomba, and after bumping into a wall a few times, drives off. You eventually reach the final building. This one is made of skulls. And
Now,
Classic.
I know what you're thinking. How am I going to clean all these skulls? Well, bone is a particularly easy surface to clean off, so don't worry about that.
All natural. Yeah,
It ages nicely.
it does.
Nice patina.
I arrive a little bit behind everyone else because I took public transport.
you arrive on a very long cart.
Yeah.
On a carriage.
Consider your CO2 input into the environment with this magic broom shit.
Mecha Magus just donated $20, an uncommon
What?
item for Patrick the Toad Slayer. Thank you
Toad
very much.
Slayer.
I'll take one of those.
All right, can you roll me a d10?
Uncommon plesiosaur.
Let's
wand
find
of
out if I
plesiosaur.
can.
A wand of plesiosaur.
I got a 9.
A 9. Oh.
Wait, hang on. Which way does the dot go? I got this.
I'll say that's a 9 because that's the one I have my finger over. You get a Helm of Telepathy.
I love helms of telepathy. All right, let's put that on the old character sheet.
All right, now you can hear what everyone thinks about you.
Oh no.
Don't worry,
I
they
like
think you're
him as a
great.
toad.
Oh, good. Oh, fine. Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, I'm
He was
using
a
my
nice toad.
That was my favorite toad.
He seems a little bit like a champagne socialist, if I'm being honest with myself.
Is this
He's still wearing that very nice coat.
It's true. I have a pretty nice. It's probably worth 200,000 gold or something.
He doesn't seem particularly social to me.
And all it could have been done by now. That first house could have put her in the house of cards. We'd be back drinking beer, but whatever.
Hammer and Sickle's a funny name.
Everyone's
Okay.
just thinking about him at the same time.
But here's the thing. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I haven't put it on yet.
You just keep taking it off.
Everyone, yeah. I haven't put the helm on yet. Everyone's just talking stuff.
Just talking out loud.
Wait for you to get
I
off the
can hear
bus.
you.
Yeah. Wait for you to get off this bus.
Yeah. So you now have this handy dandy helm of telepathy. And Mavis, Mavis Cinnabon kind of looks at the building and made of skulls and kind of wanders in, closing the door made of skulls behind her. It looks rather sturdy. It looks like it could probably take a plesiosaur to it. And when she is inside, you can see that she's already starting to make more fondue in the kitchen. She's just making herself right at home.
Wow.
Mavis, I think this is it, Mavis.
Yeah,
This is it,
she's
You
eating food from the fridge.
Yeah.
Crack-
now, Mavis, I might.
she's, just putting on the current owner's clothes.
Oh, why not?
Hmm.
I mean, is there a? I have a question. Is there a bit in there because I suspect that the one might be being set up. I'm just gonna pop my head around the door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look inside to see if I can find a bit.
It looks bit free on the inside.
What?
It is surprisingly normal. It is nice maple flooring. Sticking your head in, you can see there's a nice Chesterfield. It's I was gonna say 1960s style housing, but that doesn't make sense in D&D. It's got a hearth. I think those are popular. Yeah.
I think
we found
it's on
it.
the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mavis, let me run through the options here. So finance wise, you're looking at 20% down. Of course, we can cover that with upfront loan with this the lovely folks from the Edith Elson is going to give you a big suitcase full of money. But we need something from you as well to make this work. We need some information about Goblin King Prince. Sorry, Goblin Prince.
Oh God, I forgot about him.
Oh yeah, I
the
can tell
Goblin
you
King.
all about the Goblin Prince.
Oh, fantastic!
Or rather, I can tell you the location of somebody who knows something about the Goblin
God.
Prince.
Let me guess, they were in the freaking House of Cards.
Well, no, I suspect that it would take somebody another 3 hours to hunt down this person. But it's an arts dealer. They trade in arts in exchange for secrets.
Arts for secrets.
Mm-hmm. And
is that a big market?
It is surprisingly large.
What's their name? Is it amusing?
I would hope that I've written down the name. His name is, and he kind of gestures for and whispers it into your ear.
Yes.
Cats come running
And casts it to you.
They go, what an amusing name.
Yeah, and she says, yes, it is rather funny. But yeah, I think this house will do.
Yeah.
And she kind of leans back, cracks her knuckles, and says, well, we solved this much faster than we usually do. But it is at this, and she's like,
Moving, it's always very stressful.
And she's
Death,
like-
divorce, and moving.
and she's like, what? It really feels like there should have been something else that should have happened. And as she's looking around, a candy cane comes flying out, boom, embeds itself in the door. She looks over her shoulder and says, well, good luck with this, and kind of hides back inside the house. And as you kind of turn to see where this projectile candy came from, you can see that there is a man and a woman, both incredibly jacked, just kind of bursting out of their lederhosen, respectfully.
We getting Hansel and Gretel.
Are they respectively out of
yeah.
each other? Like, are they bursting out respectively, or each of them is burst? Like the grammar here. What's happening?
Oh, they each have their
Grammar
own
police.
lederhosen that they are bursting out from.
Okay,
They're not wearing the same
They're not-
lederhosen.
But they're not necessarily doing it respectfully. They're like stuff could be on show. They
There's
could be-
pasties.
Good
They're
lord.
possible,
Yes.
yeah.
It's
Look
tasteful.
away.
And he says, look over here, Hansel. We've got a few people who are helping Mavis Cinnabon. Why don't we show them what we're made of? What we're made of is muscle and violence.
Ooh, wow.
Are they what? Can I get a vibe check on these guys? Do they seem friendly?
Yeah,
You-
go ahead.
use your
Roll me an
helmet.
insight check.
Yeah, you got a
Use your-
helmet, for God's sake.
You got a helmet.
Yeah, I'm going to put on my helm of telepathy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to see firstly what they're thinking, and I'm going to try and get some insight then into a vibe check. I rolled.
I will give you advantage on
16
your vibe.
plus 4. So I got a dirty 20. Will I do it?
I said you can roll with advantage.
Oh, I can roll again. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
I got you.
Well, I got a 4 that time, so I
Yeah,
like.
let's use the higher one.
I'd go with a 20.
Yeah.
With a dirty 20, you have a feeling these people are up to no good. They either want to beat you up, beat the witch up, or beat you, then the witch up.
Okay.
But when you put your helm of telepathy on and point it at the buff gentleman, you hear his train of thought that says, I just put on all this muscle because I'm actually very self-conscious about how I look.
This could be it.
Yes, we could use this.
But
We're all bards around here. Should we be
Yeah.
persuading them to,
it's like the jocks versus the drama club.
It is. It's like the Breakfast Club all over again.
Just like the Breakfast Club.
We are
But
so screwed.
we're going to have to see just what happens and which one of these bards gets a swirly in 10 minutes, so don't go nowhere. This is Mercy Road 4. We're raising money for Child's Play charity. Your donations can help influence the game. But yeah, see you in 10 minutes. Boy, everyone wave. Boy, oh, they can probably still hear us. Keep
waving.
Everyone start. Why? You're supposed to be waving for the last 10 minutes.
So
Hello, everybody.
painful.
We're back. Some people don't know how to wave. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mercy Road 4, The Wishing Crown. We are a 24-hour D&D charity stream. We are raising money for Child's Play Charity, a charity that provides toys and games to children in hospitals and domestic violence shelters. When we last left our heroes, they were going on a house tour with a witch, only to find out that this witch has a few enemies. I'm making sure I haven't done anything horrible in production.
Well, so do we now after ruining as many houses as we have.
Yeah. While we were away on break, Jamie Bennett donated $15 to Tiltify. Let there be chaos on Robin's soul.
Oh boy.
So as they were showing the witch the house, or houses rather, they eventually found one that the witch seemed to like, a rather cute little house made of human skulls. As the witch went inside to go inspect the house, our plucky heroes were beset by two muscle-bound, barely Scandinavian-sounding people, who apparently are very self-conscious about what they look like. But that is where we left them. And before we start into the madness, Annalise, if you could roll me a D percentile.
Okay. That's not percentile. Okay. 27.
I love that number.
What
could it be? All right. Oh man, we already did that once. I'm gonna roll it again. Okay, here we go. Chromatic orbs kind of fill the air around you in about 10 feet. And any creature that moves within that area takes 1d8 points of acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, and thunder damage.
Jeez.
Is that 1d each of those?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Cool.
1d8.
Look,
I'm
I
not-
really take social distancing seriously. So if everybody
Yeah.
could just stay that length away, that would be great.
Hansel and Gretel just kind of look at you, and one of them points a machete that they had. It's not even candy themed.
Jesus, well, full psycho.
Hansel says, all we want to do is kill the witch. Get out of the way and we'll do that. We've got no qualms with any of you.
Was it if we?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's.
No.
Let's get her out here. It's-
This witch is perfectly nice person. Let's
we
not
got a
go.
suitcase of gold then.
No. All right, we can't just let some German and adjacent sounding hopped up. I assume they've been taking some because of who carries a machete with them. Like they're just going to go in there and murder an old woman. We're not going to let that happen.
Sure, why not?
But I think
Oh.
I heard that she was thinking of renting out some of the rooms in the Skull House, which means she's technically a landlord.
Not a good sign.
So I don't know if that changes your opinion about whether we should let these nice young man and woman murder her, but it changes mine.
Hansel and Gretel, what's your feeling about the bourgeoisie?
Oh, we come from a very rich family. We're actually
No.
related to a long line
Say
of...
less. Say
There
less.
they go.
Yeah,
Bye.
kill 'em.
Yeah.
We're actually related to royalty going very far back.
Great.
All right.
I mean, yes, a
yeah.
prince.
Stop digging now.
Yeah.
So I
with their candy cane shovels, they're just digging themselves a little gumdrop coffin.
I spent my 10 minutes reading the notes for my Helm of Telepathy, and I can use it to. Now I've established a connection with him. I can use it to cast suggestion at a DC 13.
Okay.
So I suggest to I'm going to say Hansel that he should maybe just go somewhere else and just work out, get a really good pump going.
Maybe Rodney could sort of throw in just how handsome that he would look if he did actually go and do a proper workout now. I mean, he's really on the cusp of truly sort of Jason Momoa-like proportions. If only he would sort of run off and do a little bit of extra exercise.
Eric just donated $10 in advantage for Merlin. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
As this is being suggested, Hansel just kind of looks to Gretel and says, "Oh, you got this. I need to go get my pump on."
Pump you up.
And just kind of takes one last moment to kind of flex, and then heads out.
Can I ask Hansel on the way out? Can I say, "Hey Hansel, which way's the beach?"
Oh, is it, you mean trash pile beach? It's
That way.
There we go.
And Gretel's just like, "What the fuck, Hansel? We agreed we were going to kill this old lady together."
It's beach season.
No,
Yeah, you gotta.
no,
you
it's
gotta
more like kill
prioritize.
some witch season.
I thought James had some kind of a snake. All I could see was this freaking weird
This
snake
tail.
That was it.
It's James's pet snake.
Yeah.
You know,
It's getting kind of aggressive, guys.
James has turned into a phage and is now as a little flagellum.
Yeah. That doesn't work. That doesn't make sense.
You don't make sense.
That's not how the science does it.
Look,
Come
which
on.
one of us is the professor and which one is the DM?
Got you there.
In my world, phages can do anything.
All right, quick, James, roll me a D percentile.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, do it.
I like where you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hurl your cat through the phage.
65.
All right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
A textbook appears before you. And
Yeah, I was
on
gonna say, who wrote
page
it?
number
It was
one-
me.
Yeah, it says
Gurney et al. 2020.
no. It's just Dinotopia.
Yes. It's a good book. Everyone should go and buy it.
Everyone should.
Yeah.
Everyone should instead of buying Dinotopia, donate
Yeah.
that money to Child's Play charity. No.
Spend the same amount of money on some Child's Play charity. Exactly.
Yeah. Listen to David Hewlett. Gretel kind of looks as her beloved brother abandons her to 5 adventurous weirdos, and turns back to them and says, "Well, okay, that was unexpected and has halved my ability to kill this old witch. Do any of you care if I go in there and just,
Yeah, I'm afraid you're
I'm afraid we've decided. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna do it. Even I'm gonna turn into a dire wolf, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna be, yeah. I mean, you could run as well, like your brother is. I mean, this is what, 5 against 1?
Yeah.
It's only fair
right,
to
you
give
should
you
have
a
brought
head start.
backup. Then it would have been a fair fight.
Oh yeah, that's very assertive. I like that. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna have a good time. It'll be fun. Roll for initiative.
Which one is initiative? What am I doing for that?
It'll be on your sheet. It'll be just next to the armor class. So it's the D20 plus 3.
D20 plus 3.
I got a 9.
21.
9, 20.
I also got a 9.
I got 14.
Okay.
17 for Annalise.
So Annalise got 17. Merlin, you got 9?
21.
You got 21. That's the complete opposite of 9. James, what did you get?
I had a 9.
You got the 9. And then David Hewlett, you also had 9, right?
No, I had a. What did I say? Oh shoot!
I've really
forgotten now.
Oh, Mecha Mantis just donated $15. A common magic item for James to help him recover from the horrible mauling he suffers.
Thank you.
I don't remember what I got. Was it? I can't remember what I said. Was it 14? For some reason, I think for 14.
Yeah, 14 works.
I moved the die. So.
And then Amarin.
Yeah, I think it was 21.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a 14.
I'm kidding.
Amarin, did you also get? I heard 2 9s, so
yeah, I got a 9.
Okay, then because you didn't say 21, Amarin, I'm gonna put you before Judas James.
Oh, I didn't say 21 either. Hang on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, you said the opposite, 9.
Yeah, I hate that number. Oh, mother. Okay, so I rolled 2 on Hansel's check, and I rolled a 1 on my initiative. And I think I rolled a 2 on my initiative last time.
That's the bean dice for you.
It's the Bean 20 by Kay Purcell.
Oh, man.
These beans are cold today.
They are.
But
Got 24 hours to warm up beans.
Mecha Mantis, could you donate $15 for that common magic item for Mr. Usurpides?
Do I roll a d10?
Yes, please.
That is a 10.
A 10. Okay. You have got a stone of good luck.
Hey.
Oh, well, that's fortunate.
You look down, you're just like,
Lucky little rock.
There's a little rock here.
Oh, it is lucky. Good luck.
All right, so if I've got this right, it is Merlin, Annalise, Rodnianth, the Unprepared, who got a 21, but for some reason is in between Annalise and...
No, I got 14, I think we said.
I know, I'm being silly. I got 20 hours left in me.
Run with it. Go with it.
Then Amarin, then James, and then poor Gretel left alone with 1.
I don't think Gretel's going to do so well.
Yeah, I don't know if Gretel's going to get a turn.
He's going to get a plesiosaurus in the head, and then that's the end of it. That's,
But Merlin, take us away.
Okay, so Merlin is going to... Merlin has been listening to all of his companions' concerns and finds them deeply valid. So I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on her. I want to kind of like, I guess, reverse engineer it. So I do a nice poem instead of a mean one. Your hair looks bright, your smile shines. It's time to impress with your brilliant mind. You can do it. I'm telling you, Fred. Love a weak gentleman. And I do a little bow and I take my hat off. And when I look up, I give her big Puss in Boots eyes.
Oh, that works every time.
So I don't even have to like roll for that. I just cast it, and she takes 18 psychic damage.
And she's like, "Oh, ow!"
I mean, I guess you can try to save yourself. There's a Wisdom DC. But she's not gonna make it.
Challenge accepted. I rolled a 1.
What's that?
Oh my gosh! Wait. I have advantage. Can I roll again?
Sure. Yeah, sure. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh yeah, no, 18.
18. Okay.
18.
18 points of damage to poor innocent Gretel.
I rub like my body on her lower leg as I prance off.
For some reason that hurt. Oh, sorry. Oh, for some reasons that hurt.
Believe in yourself. You're beautiful just the way you are.
I'm slowly turning into Colonel Clink.
So that was dissonant whispers, but sonnet whisper, like it's sonnet is the word that comes from. So sonnet whispers.
Yes.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely.
Annalise.
First of all, can I just make sure there's nobody's like right next to her, is there?
No. Well, I mean, Merlin was kind of nuzzling her.
Okay.
But I think he has done that.
Okay. So, Annalise is gonna be like, you know what? I am feeling a little bit bored now, and I came here because I wanted some mischief, some shenanigans. So, she takes out her lute, and she casts Nefarious Mischief.
Oh no!
Whopping a sort of big 20-foot radius sphere over her, and she then has to roll, or Annalise has to roll a d4, and it will tell us what happens to her.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a 1. The smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you until the start of your next turn.
All right. How big of a cube is it?
20 foot.
Okay.
20-foot cube, so 60-foot area.
All right. Dan Junat just donated $15. Advantage to the DM. Sounds like he needs some better dice.
Ooh.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
All right. Let's roll that. You said wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom.
Okay, I'm going to use that advantage because that's a 3. And that is a 17.
Oh, that succeeds.
Yeah.
So instead, the cube is there, and at the start of each of my turns, I will re-roll that d4 because another effect might happen, and Annalise is just going to be like, "It's okay, I'll get you next time."
Okay.
And that's her.
Rodneyth.
Rodneyth. I mean, I think Rodneyth is feeling a little sorry for this giant beast, and thinks that perhaps maybe she could be persuaded into giving up this feeble fight if perhaps she just heard the right song. Being the bard that I am and all. So I just let me see what I've got here. Do I have I've been having fun with ChatGPT. So
Eric just donated $10. Advantage roll for Dr. Rodney.
Woohoo! Bring it on.
The
so
Mick Unready.
Incredibly unready. So let me try a little song to Gretel, just to try to relieve her stress a little bit. So let's see what chat's got for us. It says, "Oh, Gretel, my sweet little muffin, your cooking skills, oh, they are something. I love the way you mix and stir. In your kitchen, you're a blur." Then it gets weird. "Gretel, oh, Gretel, my sweet little pie, I'll love you forever until the day that I die. You've got the skills to cook up a storm, and my heart you've certainly warmed." There we go.
Aww,
That's See, who says that AI doesn't have a heart?
And I'm guessing a wisdom saving throw, or are you just using your turn to serenade?
Well, I just wondered if I have something that helps other people
yes, Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. I wonder if maybe that was worth for 10 minutes. Yes, that's within 60 feet. You can gain an inspiration die, 1 of 8. Is that right? That's what I want to do on that.
Where's
that?
I believe so. Let me just.
Is that what I'm doing?
Quick, James R.
Wait, are you giving inspiration dice to them, to Gretel?
Well, no, to everyone else around me, to my
Okay.
my fellow folks. Well, it's that, or I guess I don't know. Where I'm persuading her out of her, you know, her violent intentions.
She seems pretty dead set on our violent intentions.
All right, so maybe I'll just inspire everyone else.
So that's you have enthralling performance, so you can make her do a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right, I want to do that then. Yeah. I'm glad that I happened to give James my character sheet as well, because then he could do all the thinking.
Having extra DMs at the table always is benefit.
Yeah, I just make James do all the work. It's great.
That's what I do.
So what do I need to do? Do I need to
No,
roll
it's
anything?
Source needs to do it DC 15.
Very good.
And then it's charmed if not.
Okay, the good
There you
news is Gretel is now charmed.
Oh, how could she not be? Really?
She's just
Yeah.
oh, really? What are we even doing here?
I know, darling.
All right. It is now Amaran's turn. Unless is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Rod?
Well, I could. I mean, could I? Now she's so charmed. Why doesn't she go off and join her brother, get herself fit?
I mean, that could happen. That's up to you.
So
Not that charmed.
Yeah.
Then
No, it's up to you.
that would be my attempt. That would be.
Yeah.
I would use my charm to do that if I could, perhaps.
Yeah, no, she just goes, oh, okay, good. Here's my sending stone. Scry me later.
All right. I'll
And,
pass it on then.
Gretel just sort of sachets away.
Later.
And after that, after she sachets away, the witch kind of sticks her head out. It's like, is it done?
So I explained to her, I said, yes, it was done, but also, like, now that you're here, I want to tell you that if it wasn't done yet, I would have turned into a plesiosaur and bitten her. I didn't get to because the other guys got it.
Sorry, I was too charming.
I'm a valid member of the team still.
I apologize.
And I had a plan.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, children are trying to kill me all the time.
Oh, that does make me feel better, yeah.
You're muted, Candace.
I don't think you know what a child is if you think those were children.
Well, to be fair, those were the little brats that ate my house.
So
Oh,
how do they get so jacked eating a candy house? That's what's been bugging me this entire time.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
one
why they have
question.
bad self-esteem. Lots of cavities.
but
Malcolm just donated $25. Good game, entertaining, costumes, voices, just the tops. No, you're the tops.
Aw.
The witch just kind of looks panicked for a moment and closes the door.
What?
Goes,
All right.
"Bam."
Has she bought the house yet? She does. It's not even her house yet.
That's my house
Do
now.
we still have the briefcase?
I
So
don't. Yeah,
he could have the gold and the information now, no?
saying.
This is true.
Yeah, I mean,
I must say, you really want the person to have the gold, like
I mean, I want the people to have the gold, ideally.
Again,
yeah,
we
these
are
people.
the people.
Once
We are-
again, I
Yeah.
am a people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
that
be
makes
don't be
sense.
so speciest.
So here's the thing, is that at the root of this, I genuinely believe that money is sort of the root of all evil, and that we should be getting away from it in general. I mean, it's just like redistributing it is one thing, but it's better conceptually if it just doesn't exist. So I turn into a plesiosaur,
Oh no!
and I swallow the briefcase full of gold.
Well, you're gonna have to swallow. You have to swallow the qualish as well because it's back in the qualish.
Do it. Do
I
it.
swallow the qualish as well.
Oh no!
You swallow my qualish.
Ah,
Now you're stuck like that.
Yeah. What happens?
Yeah.
What happens if you transform back?
Oh no!
We'll find out what
reverse of the
happens.
This is
So
not
next-
going to be pretty.
Next Mercy Road.
There's
I
a
was gonna say,
qualish.
next Mercy Road's going to start with Amaran's sickle exploding.
I'm afraid
Oh, God.
your qualish is showing.
Next Mercy Road is just we're raising money for Amaran's medical debt.
The operation to get the qualish removed.
The doctor's like, no, it'll just pass through a system.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Does anyone know if Epicat works in a plesiosaur? Like,
Only one way to find out.
Check the plesiosaur poops like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, you guys gotta read the label. It tells you not to use it on dinosaurs. As you
wait. I want my suitcase full of gold. Like, we're not stopping here.
I would also like I have a knife.
Yeah.
I make a plesiosaur noise like.
Yeah, he's not even in water. Like he can't do anything.
I start flopping away to try and get to some water, so
down
I can
by
swim
the
away.
added weight of a suitcase full of gold.
Yeah.
And a Qualish.
Yeah. And 1,000-pound Qualish, yeah.
Now, maybe we might want to discuss your plans for our gold, dear Amaranth Sickle.
Okay, so Amaranth kind of sees the way this is going, does a quick head count of how many people want the gold compared to how many Amaranth Sickles there are, and he goes,
Ha!
and the suitcase full of
boy.
gold
With
falls
this-
in front of everyone.
Bile-covered suitcase full of gold that you are all now presumably fighting over. We will pan out on Marcia Bay, still remarkably intact for 2 adventures. What
They're covered in plesiosaur.
There are several dead plesiosaurs through the town.
Yes, except for the
20
stinking,
Real estate
rotting
has
carcasses.
plummeted.
The carcasses smelling in the sun.
Stringer just donated $20 for plesiosaur primary care.
Aw.
And
So thoughtful.
let me thank all of you for joining me today. Let me thank everybody who's watching. But before we go, Patrick McNamara, who are you? Where can we find you? Tell us more about Mage of Sail.
I'm Patrick Yeah, you're good to remind me because I always remember to plug my own show. I'm Patrick McNamara of Dog Food Studios, and you can check out my show, Mage of Sail, which has its first 5 episodes. It's kind of like 15 episodes up on YouTube, and we're starting to broadcast again in a couple of weeks. It's about magical pirates, and we have a lovely time.
You'll love to hear it. David Hewlett. For everyone who hasn't watched Stargate, who are you? Where can we find you?
Everywhere, usually on terrible shows after midnight. I am. What am I doing? I'm doing Tech Bandits is my thing right now, which is basically sort of science, technology, engineering, arts, and math inspiration stuff for kids of all ages, basically. But trying to keep kids interested in the sciencey side of stuff, which is techbandits.org, where you can sign up for the email of awesomeness, which goes out every week with some little science, silly, fun, inspirational stuff for you to chat with folks about. So you can check me out there at techbandits.org.
That's pretty awesome. Candace the Magnificent. Who are you? Where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. I have been Merlin the Bard, aka Candace the Magnificent. You can find me at that Candace Girl on Twitter. And I am sometimes streamer, often TTRPG performer, and relatively new voice actor. You can hear me over at 12-Sided Stories podcast, Bookhound Bounty Hunters. You can also see more of me every week on their stream on Twitch on Tuesday nights. Wednesday, you can find me over at Bad House doing a stream of Cyberpunk Red. And you can also hear my vocals in the upcoming Swift Spark and the Defense 5, a pilot by Peter Houtman.
Oh, wow.
Love it. James R. Gurney. When you're not writing Dinotopia novels.
Well, it's just there's so much lore to cover in Dinotopia.
There's dinosaurs. They have a city.
And they have robots as well, right? I don't remember.
No, that's Metropolis. It's easy to confuse the two.
Yeah. I'm James R. Gurney. I occasionally stream on Twitch as under James R. Gurney. Stuff from my lab. I am a professor of microbiology. I occasionally show people what's going on in a real research laboratory. I'm also probably most like to see my stuff with Kurtzgazat, the stuff behind me. I'm writer for them. If you've seen their stuff, you've probably seen the stuff I wrote. I occasionally swing into Tech Bandits to tell David and the folks there about cool stuff about science as well. Yeah, find me online. Follow me on Twitter. I think it's probably the easiest thing.
Yeah. Now I know this I'm guessing this isn't one you helped write, but the one on false vacuum collapses still has
That
me
wasn't me,
terrified.
no.
I was thinking
no.
that's so far outside of what I've heard James R talk about, but like that's.
I write about the horrible diseases, the stuff that
I was gonna say, yeah, you got all the diseases.
Look,
the stuff that just eats your brain. That's me. Well, not all.
There is the stuff about like Ebola. That stuff doesn't scare me. It's everything ending instantly.
I was gonna say it doesn't.
Light.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll take the speed of light over the Ebola any day.
Yeah. I what's inside? Nobody knows.
Inside you?
Oh no, I don't want to know what's inside of me. I keep it on the inside for a reason.
I got a lot of coffee in me right now.
Robin, who are you? Where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me at To Have and To Roll pretty much everywhere, where myself and my wonderful husband perform a podcast for live action roleplay, TTRPGs, cosplay, pretty much whatever we're into at the time. And you can also hear my voice over at Tubular Teens with Titans, where I voice a pretty cool Triceratops.
Those are the best kinds of Triceratops.
Right?
Yeah. All right. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. We're gonna get we're gonna kick all these people out, bring in a whole new group of people. Get out of here, James.
Hey,
yeah.
Come on.
Making me sad because I don't know what a flagellum is.
This thing. That's kind of one of these.
Then I was right.
Somewhere up here. No, that's
not a flagellum. What?
You're a
flagellum.
That's
a doctor.
That's a
not really a doctor.
Anyways.
Typhopilli. This Typhopilli.
We'll be back in about 15 minutes, so don't go nowhere because we got another amazing interview done by our friend Oliver. Robin, I think you know this person a little bit.
I kind of know him.
You kind of know him. But yeah, don't go nowhere.
Thank you so much, Gray. That was fantastic.
Oh no, thank you.
Thank you so much. Sir.
Thank you for doing this.
No,
this is great.
This is all for my entertainment. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Y'all have been awesome. Y'all have been great. Yeah, don't go nowhere.
Cheers, chap.
And I'm going to remember to press the right button this time. See,
do we have to keep waving?
Do we wave again?
Wave more
until next year?
Wave.
Wave.